You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quackerjack, the 11-time Best Long Island Mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quackerjack, the 11-time Best Long Island Mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quackerjack, the 11-time Best Long Island Mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bunt up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch, and for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. Swung on and missed for strike three. The Long Island Ducks have come to Texas, and they'll be bringing the trophy back home to Long Island. The Long Island Ducks are the 2019 Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Live from Central Islip, Long Island, Suffolk County, this is Long Island Ducks baseball. Thank you so much for joining us tonight as the Long Island Ducks begin a three-game series against the powerhouse of the Atlantic League thus far this season, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. And for the first time, it's David Weiss, that's me, sitting across from the Kinger, Chris King, that's you, your maiden voyage for 2022. Chris, welcome aboard.
Great to be here, David. So thrilled just to be back doing Long Island Ducks baseball, and to have you alongside me for the first game back, even better.
Nothing better than that. And let me read a definition as we begin this three-game series against the Blue Crabs. On the road, the Ducks took 1 out of 3 from Southern Maryland down in Waldorf, Maryland. But as they face the Blue Crabs here this evening, let me give you the definition from the Oxford Dictionary of the word juggernaut. A huge, powerful, and overwhelming force. I hope that was worth the paper it was printed on, because the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have been every bit of that this season.
22-5, David. I mean, absolutely incredible. They lost opening night of the year and then rattled off 12 straight wins. They won 20 of 22 games after losing on opening night. In fact, they are the only team in the league, David, that has not lost back-to-back games all year, and the Ducks did beat them Sunday afternoon down in Waldorf. So if Long Island can beat them tonight, it will be the first time all season that Stan Clyburn's guys have suffered back-to-back losses. So it looks like a huge deficit right now for Long Island, David. They're 9.5 games back of the first-place Blue Crabs, who are atop the North Division. But with a three-game set here where the Ducks have been terrific at home, they're 8-3 this year here at the Duck Pond, they could slice into that lead and then make it interesting as we move toward the second part of the first half season.
22 up and 5 down, and when you think about that record, it brings to mind the 1984 Detroit Tigers, who started out something like 31-5, 33-5. So they have been very tough in every phase of the game, but the Ducks are not intimidated whatsoever, and as you mentioned, they're very strong at home. When we continue on our pregame show, we got a lot to do. We will lead off, though, with our buddy Chris King talking one-on-one with Ducks manager Wally Backman when we come back.
Hey, fans. This is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Chris King and David Weiss back at the old duck pond here in Central Islip before tonight's tilt between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Again, opener of a 3-game set against the Crabs, opener of a 7-game homestand that'll see Long Island roll right into Memorial Day weekend. That's right. Can you believe it? It is this coming weekend. So for the Ducks, they just finished up a 3-game set in Waldorf, Maryland against these Blue Crabs, dropping 2 of 3. On Friday night, Southern Maryland crushed the Flock 13-2, but Saturday the Ducks scored 2 runs in the top of the ninth to tie the game, only to drop a 7-6 decision in 11 innings. And then Sunday afternoon in the finale, with the Blue Crabs going for the sweep, Southern Maryland had a 3-run bottom of the ninth to tie the game, but the Ducks won it 7-6 in 10 innings. So again, those were the first 3 matchups of the year between these two teams. And the Ducks will start Joe Iorio tonight because righty pitcher Brett Kennedy was signed earlier today by the Boston Red Sox. He was terrific for the Ducks, 2-1 record with a 3.03 earned run average. So lots to talk about with skipper Wally Backman. I started our conversation a couple hours back asking him about his first look at Southern Maryland. Again, the Blue Crabs, one of the best starts in Atlantic League history, a 22-5 record. Here's Backman.
Well, we played them the last 3 days at their place. I really felt we should have beat them 2 out of 3 in just 1-1 game. But, they can pitch. They got some really good arms in their bullpen. If they get through the 5th and 6th inning, it's a tough team to beat with the guys that they have in that bullpen. So, our objective is to get to the starting staff. And their starters are pretty good, too. So, Stan's got a good team over there. They're beatable. We should have beat them 2 out of 3 at their place. But we pitched well. If we pitch well, we got a chance.
Well, take me to those Saturday and Sunday games when, both of them turn late. You go to extra innings, and you did take 1 out of the 2.
Well, we brought in Webb in game 2. We had a 2-run lead, and he gave up 4 runs on 17 pitches. So that hurt, and 5 of the 7 hitters that he faced were left-handed hitters. So did the same thing the next day, brought in Webb to face those same left-handed hitters, and did a great job. And then Baez brought Baez in to try to close it out, and 2 guys on in the last inning. Gave up 3-run homer to tie it. We were fortunate enough to come back and score 2 in the 10th to be able to win that game. But pitching is always the key. And, Joe's going for us tonight. Hopefully we get 4 or 5 innings out of him. He's been in the bullpen the whole time. We're really pushing him to get 4 or 5 innings. But the depth that we have in our bullpen right at this time with guys that have to be rested is pretty short.
Well, the reason Joe's going tonight is good news, bad news. Brett Kennedy has been terrific, signed by the Red Sox. Can you talk about him?
No, Brett did a great job. He at the start of the year, his first couple starts were just okay. But he's seen what he had to do. He made some improvements. He really, really pitched well his last 3 starts. It's good for Brett. He's going to get an opportunity to go pitch there in Double-A and possibly move up the ladder pretty quick. He's got big league time. If he pitches well there, you never know.
Well, you mentioned Joe Iorio. While he's been so good for you, your 2 years here as both a starter and a reliever, he's been lights out of the pen. What do you expect to see from him tonight, and how long will he go?
Well, I'm hoping that he can go 4 or 5 innings. That's pushing it probably a little bit. I think he's only gone 2 plus 1 time maybe out of the bullpen. But Joe's a tough kid. He's a good athlete. He works hard, keeps himself in really good shape. If we could get 65 pitches, 70 pitches out of him, that would be phenomenal, but I just don't know if we can go that far with him.
Well, how big is this homestand? You're looking at a 7-gamer that'll run into Memorial Day weekend, but first 3 in a row against the team you're trying to catch in Southern Maryland.
Yeah, no, it's tough. We got to beat these guys, and we're going to go about it. We have to rest a couple of guys today, so we know that we'll be completely full strength the next 2 days in the bullpen. So, with that being said, you got another team, Gastonia, coming in. It's a very good team too. So, we got to turn it around right now. To keep ourselves in the first half. I know that there's 2 halves, and we can revamp for the second half if we have to, but I'm not looking at it that way. I think we can still catch these guys, and we're going to see what happens.
Well, Sunday afternoon in Maryland, you get your hitting coach back in action, now starting his 12th year as a Long Island Duck. What does Lou Ford mean when he's, back with the team now and playing again?
Well, I think it's big for us. Lou just slides right into the 3-hole. He's been here so long. I know Lou's 45 years old, but he can still hit. And just trying to work Lou in slow. That was his first game the other day. He was pretty sore yesterday when I talked to him on the phone on our off day, but he'll play again tomorrow. He'll start again tomorrow. I'll play him against lefties to start to try to keep him rested as much as I can, and then probably by the second half he'll be the everyday guy again.
I got to ask you about Johnny Turbo, nearly hitting 400 on the season and red hot of late. What have you seen from him?
He just, he gets bat on the ball. His speed plays in the game, but he's done a very fine job. Turb was going to be a guy that I platooned going into the start of the year, but he's earned the job to be our everyday leadoff hitter. So more power to him. He's doing a great job. I hope it continues for him.
Wally, thanks for the time. Best of luck on the homestand.
Thank you.
Again, that is the skipper of the Long Island Ducks, Wally Backman. We'll take a break, and when we come back, a closer look at the pitching matchup for tonight's game. Both hurlers come in undefeated on the season. Joe Iorio for the Flock, 3-0 with a 1.84 ERA, and Eddie Butler for the Crabs, 2-0 with a 4.62 earned run average. We'll take a closer look when we return.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Rick Tomlin, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trades, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah, they got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Back at Central Islip, it's David Weiss along with Chris King as the Ducks get ready to face the powerhouse of the Atlantic League to this point in 2022, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, who enter at 22 up and 5 down. Ducks 2 games below sea level at 12 and 14, 9.5 games back. As you just heard, though, from Wally Backman, skipper of the Ducks, he is not waving the white towel. To any degree, he thinks they can still be caught. Pitching matchup, we heard him talk about Joe Iorio, hoping to get about 70 pitches at most out of him.
Yeah, first start of the season. The good news, again, it's Brett Kennedy being signed away by the Red Sox earlier today. David, he'll go to Double-A. He is 2-1 with a 3.03 ERA for the Flock. So he gets back to affiliated ball, and that puts Joe Iorio back in the starting rotation, at least for the moment. Again, he's been great out of the pen. 3-0 record, 1.84 earned run average.
We'll be back with the starting lineups and the start of today's game in just a moment.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elgin Mazzilli, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe has got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912 and be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
beautiful and adorable rendition of our national anthem by the Bayview Elementary School Chorus as we get started for today's and tonight's ball game. The Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Chris King takes a quick look at our starting lineup.
Well, we start with the Crabs, David. Stan Clyburn's crew 22-5. First in the North Division, 9.5 games ahead of the second place Long Island Ducks. Braxton Lee will lead it off in right. Raul Shah, the second baseman, hits second. Jared Walker at first base swings third, and David Harris, the cleanup man, in left. Alex Crosby at third base bats fifth. In the sixth hole, it's the center fielder Zach Collier. Batting seventh, Joe DeLuca. He'll be the DH. Hitting eighth, it's Ryan Haug, the catcher, and batting ninth, the shortstop Michael Baca. All that in support of the right-hander Eddie Butler, who comes in with a 2-0 record and a 4.62 ERA. For Wally Backman's Long Island Ducks, they are 12-14 on the young season, and second in the North Division, 9.5 back of the first-place Blue Crabs, trying to slice into that lead as they begin a 3-game set against them here this evening. Red Hot Johnny Turbo leads off as designated hitter. Dustin Woodcock in left, bats second. The three-man is Rusney Castillo, the center fielder, and the cleanup hitter at third is Davidson Romero. Sam Travis, the former Boston Red Sox, at first base, batting fifth. Alejandro De Aza, the right fielder, swings sixth. In the seven hole, it's the catcher Joe DiCarlo, batting eighth. Vladdy Frias, the second baseman, and hitting ninth. Devin Marrero, the shortstop, and as we mentioned, just completing his warm-ups on the hill, the 30-year-old right-hander from Nokomis, Florida, born in West Islip, Joe Iorio, his first start of the season after 10 relief appearances. Again, David, the reason he's starting, Brett Kennedy, scheduled to start tonight, signed away earlier today by the Boston Red Sox. Congratulations to Brett.
We certainly hope Brett has fun with the Green Monster, should he make it that far. We wish him well. More than a few Long Island Ducks have made it back to or to the major leagues for the first time. Meanwhile, Joe Iorio pitching. And his first pitch on the way to Braxton Lee is in there for a strike, 0-1. Braxton Lee on the season at .274, no homers, has knocked in a dozen, batting from the left side against the right-hander, Joe Iorio. 0-1, he kicks and deals, and this one is tagged, and that's a fly ball. Infield, third baseman, Davidson Romero calls off the pitcher, Joe Iorio, to make the grab, 1 up and 1 down. 6:30 start time of the game, and temperature, I would venture to guess we're probably in the low 60s.
I'm going to go mid to upper 60s. I think we still got a little of that heat around, although hasn't been like it was the last few days today. Just a beautiful night for baseball, though, so come on out and join us.
Unlike the last game I did, which was last week, with a whipping wind, there's hardly a breeze right now, as Raul Shah hits it fairly deep left field. Dustin Woodcock back near the track, short of it, and makes the grab. So on one pitch to Shah, another out. 2 down, nobody on.
So 68 degrees, David. I had the zone a little better there, so I'm on my game here early. My first game of the year. Thrilled to be back alongside you, buddy, for our 22nd season together. The longest tenured broadcasters in the Atlantic League. Maybe the only ones they'd still have hanging around after 22 years. That's what it really is.
Why are we still here? Nothing better to do.
That's exactly right. But where else would we rather be? Nowhere else.
Absolutely right. Along with the fact there's mixed feelings about Chris being here so early in the season.
Yeah.
There's a New York Islanders tie-in to that I'm sure we'll belabor that point later on. Jared Walker, first baseman for the Blue Crabs, now comes up with 2 down, nobody on. As Joe Iorio kicks and deals on the pitch inside, hard slider. Missing 1 ball and no strikes. Walker on the season at .233, 5 homers. He's second on the team in dingers to David Harris, who has been smacking the ball all over the place. And Walker has driven in 15 runs this season in 27 games. And missing again is Iorio. 2 balls and no strikes to Walker. Just underway. Top of the first. Gorgeous night for baseball. If you're thinking of heading over, we've got a seat with your name on it. Iorio 2-0, and the pitch to Walker is smacked long way right field. Alejandro De Aza is back to the track, to the wall. He looks up, it's gone. Jared Walker now takes a walk around the bases on that 2-0 pitch. Looking fastball, got fastball, and sent it over the wall to right field for an early run for Southern Maryland, breaking out on top, 1-0.
And he ties for the team lead now, David. That's his 6th long ball of the year. Tied with the guy coming to the plate, the cleanup hitter, David Harris. And that's the first home run this year surrendered by Joe Iorio. So in his first start of the season, made quick work of Lee and Shaw, but Walker takes him out.
Walker got absolutely all of that. Diazzo went back to the wall just to take a sniff, but well over his head. And it brings up the dangerous David Harris. Harris among the league leaders in so many offensive categories. Iorio's first pitch, high and away with the fastball, 1 ball and no strikes. Harris at .337 on the season. 6 homers and 26 RBIs. Next pitch, splits the plate in half, right down Carlton Avenue for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Harris.
Hey, you gave the numbers, David, but he's been their MVP thus far, David Harris, and leading the team in batting average, homers, and ribbies.
26 runs scored as well, playing in his 27th game of the season. 2 balls and a strike to Harris. An early 1-0 lead for the Blue Crabs on the solo homer from Jared Walker moments ago to right field. Righty-righty matchup here. 2-1 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. High cheese. And it's 2-2 to Harris.
Again, nothing new for Joe Iorio, David. Back in 2019, he made 19 starts, worked 13 times out of the pen. Last year, 22 starts, 1 relief appearance. So he can relieve, he can start, whatever you need him to do.
The so-called Swiss Army knife. As a swing and a miss. Harris swings right through another fastball, and a good one. As Harris goes down swinging for a strikeout for Joe Iorio. In the inning for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, 1 run, 1 hit. It was a homer, nobody left at the end of a half inning of play. It's the Blue Crabs 1, Long Island coming up.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Millennium Container Service is fulfilling the needs of businesses and homes across Long Island. They provide waste and recycling services plus a variety of dumpster rental options for any project. Millennium Container Service offers convenient, on-time deliveries and pickups, as well as daily, weekly, and monthly commercial service. Need a quote? Call 516-826-5544 or visit millenniumcontainer.com. Millennium Container Service. Keep your home and business clean.
The Waddle In shop is your home for everything Ducks baseball. The team store is full of official Long Island Ducks merchandise, great gifts, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more. You can even get your favorite name and number put on the back of your very own Ducks jersey. Celebrate Waddle In Wednesday as well, with exclusive deals in store during every Wednesday home game. Visit the Waddle In shop today at Fairfield Properties Ballpark or shop online anytime at liducks.com.
Well, fans, every walk by a Ducks batter this season is a First National Bank LI walk to first. Now, First National Bank LI celebrating 95 years as Long Island's truly local bank. Explore their anniversary promotions and experience customer-first service for yourself. Visit fnbli.com.
Well, it's the Daver and the Kinger. David Weiss, Chris King, 1-0. Southern Maryland already out on top after a half inning of play. Ducks getting their first licks here tonight. Be the top of the order, Johnny Turbo, Dustin Woodcock, and Rusney Castillo to face Eddie Butler. You have to go back to the 2012 Major League Baseball draft when Butler was chosen by the Colorado Rockies. And yes, Butler has made it to the show. Over 263 innings pitched for 3 different Major League teams. Full windup for Butler, and the pitch to Johnny Turbo is low and away. 1 ball, no strikes to Turbo. A hefty .394 average, second in the Atlantic League to this point. 1-0 pitch on the way is wide. 2 balls and no strikes. Other numbers for Johnny: 2 homers, 14 RBIs, 12 runs scored, 2 for 3 in the stolen base department. Perfect atop the order for the Long Island Ducks.
Yeah, you heard Wally Backman in our pregame show said, hey, I planned on platooning him at the start of the year, but he's been so hot, he's leading off every game now.
2-0 pitch. Good heater from Butler.
The catch at the inside corner, 2 balls and a strike. Wasting no time is Butler, the 2-1. There's a bounding ball left side. That is a fair ball. The throw across on a short hop. The scoop unsuccessful from Jared Walker, and Turbo is aboard. We'll see how it's scored, but the result the same. Johnny leading off, and he will occupy first base.
I think it'll be a base hit. That's a tough play for Crosby there at third, although the throw, if it was caught at first, Dave, it certainly would have gotten the speedy Johnny Turbo. But one hop, Jared Walker unable to put it away, and it hasn't gone up on the board yet as a hit or an error, so they're thinking about it, but as you said, the tying run's on either way.
Turbo with great wheels, as we said, has stolen 2 bases thus far, caught stealing just once. But he's going to be a menace and distraction to Eddie Butler on the mound. He takes a pretty good lead.
And it is a hit.
First pitch, ground ball up the middle and through to center field from Dustin Woodcock. Going station to station is Turbo, as that one was corralled rather quickly in center by Zach Collier. So Johnny stops at second. Dustin Woodcock with a second hit for the Ducks here in the bottom of the first. 2 up, 2 singles, 2 on, nobody out.
And for Johnny Turbo, too, David, got to get in there. He's now reached base 20 straight games, so that's the reason Wally Backman's got him leading off each and every night now.
So the Ducks already making noise here, trailing 1-0. Top of the first, it was a solo homer from Jared Walker here in the bottom of inning 1. Ducks looking to tie it or do even more damage than that. Rusney Castillo is at the plate, 258 average, a homer, 7 RBIs. Pretty good speed on the base paths right here. And that pitch is slammed to center field. Zach Collier coming in, falls in front of him. The throw in quickly. Stopping at third is Johnny Turbo. Woodcock at second. Rusney Castillo with the 3rd consecutive single here in the bottom of the first inning. And the Ducks have filled the pond. 3 on, bases loaded, nobody out.
Unbelievable. They're getting to Eddie Butler here early as he faces the Ducks for the first time this season. And Butler again, David, is coming off his worst outing of the season. That was Wednesday in Gastonia, where he gave up 3 homers and 10 hits, 6 earned runs hung on him.
And it brings up the Ducks' leader in homers, co-leader I should say, as Davidson Romero, 5 homers, 15 RBIs with a 283 average. Batting from the right side against the righty, Eddie Butler. He's got his work cut out for him here. A 1-0 lead, but the Ducks are quacking all over the pond here as Butler misses 1 ball and no strikes and no place to put Davidson Romero.
The Ducks only 1 grand slam this year, and that was hit by the guy on deck. Sam Travis did it back in the 2nd game of the season here at the Duck Pond.
Coming set, Butler, the 1-0 is on the way, and there's a ground ball foul left side. So that count evens up now, 1 ball and 1 strike, and Sam Travis, as you mentioned, waiting on deck. Ducks do have a deep lineup. Clutch hitters up and down.
This is the guy you want right now, though, David. He had a pair of homers Sunday in Southern Maryland, did Davidson Romero, the first Duck this year to have a multi-homer game. So he's been hot against the Crabs, and boy, big chance for Long Island to blow it open here with the sacks full and nobody gone.
Turbo, Woodcock, Castillo taking their leads. The 1-1 to Romero is downstairs, blocked by catcher Ryan Haug. Setting the defense for the Blue Crabs, Alex Crosby at third, Michael Baca at short, Raul Shaw at second, Jared Walker at first. From left to right in the outfield, David Harris, Zach Collier, Braxton Lee. And Eddie Butler is on the mound trying to wiggle out of this major jam against the Ducks in the bottom of the first. 2-1 pitch on the way to Romero. Ground ball foul, hit well, but well out in front. And the count now evens at 2-2.
And Wally Backman having a skip rope over the top of that one. And right now, nobody's volunteered to go get that one. It's way down the left field line, and finally someone from Southern Maryland is going to go out and collect that ball as the left fielder. David Harris, I thought, would go over there, but he's let it go for a teammate to collect.
Were they waiting for us to go get it?
Yeah, that's one of their starters, Mitch Lamson, who finally said, hey, if I don't go down here and get this ball, we're going to be hanging around for a while. So he buys his pitcher, Eddie Butler, his fellow starter, a little time here in a big spot.
Runners take their leads, bases loaded. Nobody out, bottom of the first. Davidson Romero for the Ducks at the plate, the 2-2. And it's a ground ball, just foul. Romero out in front of each one of these pitches from Butler. That one just wide of third base, so the count remains 2-2.
A year ago, these teams played 15 times. The Ducks won 10 of the 15 meetings, and it was Davidson Romero who led the Ducks in homers in the season series against Southern Maryland. He did have 4 home runs against the Blue Crabs last year. This is the Blue Crabs' first appearance on Long Island this year.
Romero back in the box. Butler comes set. 2-2 with the bases loaded, nobody out. And that one is ripped left field over the head of shortstop Michael Baca. Coming in to score, Johnny Turbo. Being held at third base, Dustin Woodcock. So the Ducks have tied the game. Everybody moves up a base. They're still loaded with nobody out. Davidson Romero with his 16th RBI of the season. 4 consecutive singles in the bottom of the first for the Ducks. We're tied at 1.
So station-to-station baseball, right, David? Keep the carousel spinning. And as you called it, 4 hits, all singles to open the game against Eddie Butler and Sam Travis trying to keep the line moving.
So it's Rusney Castillo at second, Dustin Woodcock at third. Romero with that single takes his place at first. And there's Sam Travis at the plate. And he takes a hard slider for a strike outside corner. 0-1. Travis with all that major league experience, batting at .292. Tied for the team lead in homers with 5. Leads the team in ribbies with 25. And an RBI opportunity galore for him right here. And the pitch is golf foul out of play, right side. That slices into the second deck. So Travis in an 0-2 hole here. Johnny Turbo, Dustin Woodcock, Rusney Castillo, and Davidson Romero. Single, 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 single.
And it's the only grand slam by a Duck this year. It was the second game of the year here, April 23rd, in an 8-0 win over the York Revolution. First win of the year for the Ducks.
0-2 the count to Travis. Pitch on the way, and that is slam foul, left side. And stop, kick save and a beauty from Wally Backman.
Great chatting with Wally, as always, before tonight's game. He was pumped up knowing that the Ducks are home for 7 straight, David, starting tonight. And they're 8-3 this year here at the Duck Pond. They have struggled on the road. That's where they've really got to improve their record. They're just 4-11 away from Long Island.
Woodcock, Castillo, and Romero take their leads. Travis at the plate, bases loaded. And that one is slammed over the mound to second base, over to second for 1. That's the force play, and they get it. But the Ducks score another run. Sam Travis hitting into a fielder's choice. Goes 4-6. Coming in to score, Dustin Woodcock. And the Ducks have a 2-1 lead.
That was actually an incredible play, David, up the middle by both Michael Baca, the shortstop, and Raul Shah, the second baseman, because Baca could only get to it with his glove. He flipped it with his glove to Shah, who could only grab it with his bare hand. So that's the way they were able to get the force on Davidson Romero for the game's first out.
So make that a 6-4 force. And as Chris mentioned, nice play, nifty play at second base, but the Ducks do push across the go-ahead run. So now 1 out, runners on the corners as Woodcock came in to score. Castillo now at third. And the first pitch nearly hitting Alejandro De Aza, batting from the left side against Eddie Butler. Skips out of the way. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Travis taking his spot at first base. Romero was erased on that fielder's choice. So on the corners, the Ducks still with an opportunity to add to what is now a 1-run lead. And the pitch to De Aza. Wanted to pull the trigger, decided not to, and it's outside. 2 balls and no strikes to De Aza, who has struggled a bit early on this season, as he is 6 for his first 35. That's a 171 clip. No homers, has driven in 3.
It's come around a little bit of late, David. You mentioned he started off very slow, just 1 hit in his first 5 games as a Duck, but now hits in 4 of the last 5. So sometimes takes a little while to get acclimated to a new team. As again, he made his debut May 11th in Lancaster against his old team, the Barnstormers.
De Aza in a crouch stance from the left side. Terrific speed. And the 2-0 pitch on the way. And De Aza checks his swing, and that's up high. It's 3 balls and no strikes. And Eddie Butler in danger here of walking De Aza and loading the bases again. 2 runs, 4 hits here in the bottom of the first for the Ducks, and they may not be done. 3-0 pitch on the way, inside corner for a strike. It's 3 balls and a strike. Mario Rosas is the home plate umpire here tonight. Derek Brooks at first base, Levante Palmer at third.
Beautiful night for baseball. Little nip in the air. Temperature in the 60s. Upper 60s at first pitch. Expected to dip to the low 60s, maybe even upper 50s by the time we get to the later hours this evening. But absolutely beautiful here tonight. Few clouds in the sky. Ducks against the first place Blue Crabs. And checking his swing is Diaza, but that catches the outside corner. So count now full at 3-2, and Wally Backman with a decision as to whether to put Sam Travis in motion.
Travis has tried 2 stolen bases this year, David, but caught both times.
Coming set, Butler. Long set, and the runner does take off, and that one is slammed to center field. Zach Collier is going back. Now he has room, makes the catch. Tagging at third base is Castillo, and he will make it without a throw. Rusney Castillo tagging up the RBI from Alejandro De Aza. And the Ducks have scored their 3rd run here in the bottom of the first, now leading the Blue Crabs 3-1.
So just getting it done. I'm going to make an out, make it a productive one. And the last 2 batters have done that. Travis with the fielder's choice that brought home a run, and now Diaza with a sac fly that does the same.
So that leaves Sam Travis alone on the base paths at first now. And Joe DiCarlo, catcher for the Ducks, stands in. First pitch is downstairs. 1 ball and no strikes to DiCarlo. Was off to an excellent start. Not only as the backstop for the Ducks, but at the plate. 338, 27 for 80 this season. No homers, but has knocked in 15 in the 25 games he has played. Open stance from the right side, and there's a ground ball, couple of hops, second base, snared by Raul Shaw. Knocked it down, picks it up, and throws DiCarlo out. However, for the Long Island Ducks, here in the bottom of the first inning, 3 runs on 4 hits, all singles. 1 man left at the end of 1 complete. Here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, it's the Ducks 3, the Blue Crabs 1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bennett Perry, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSCG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy-efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSCG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at pscgliny.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
Well, the 2022 season of Ducks Baseball is presented by Catholic Health. You can visit them online at chsli.org. Catholic Health, long live Long Island. So one of the books at the Duck Pond, Long Island, a 3-1 lead over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs as Joe Iorio goes back to work. And again, he gave up a solo homer to Jared Walker, the only man to reach for the Crabs in their half of the first. And the Ducks really put together some nice at-bats again and again and again against Eddie Butler that led to 3 runs on 4 base hits.
So for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, it's going to be numbers 5, 6, and 7 in the order against Joe Iorio, Alex Crosby, Zach Collier, Joe DeLuca. Here in the top of inning 2. Iorio kicks and deals. First pitch swinging is Crosby, and to center field, grabbed by Castillo, no problem. 1 up and 1 down.
Yeah, Joe is very efficient in that first inning, David, and it's just so important, as Wally Backman told us in the pregame interview. He's hoping to get 4 to 5 innings out of Iorio tonight, maybe 65 to 70 pitches. And again, Iorio out of the pen this year has not thrown more than 37 pitches in a game. In fact, he's been 35, 36, 37. Those are his 3 longest outings this year. So Wally's asking him to go almost double that. And again, we mentioned, David, he has done it in the past, but not this year yet.
Zach Collier at the plate,
and he takes a strike right down the middle. No balls and a strike. And with Southern Maryland aggressive at the plate, they're doing Iorio and skipper Wally Backman a bit of a favor here, as Joe so far keeping the pitch count down. Iorio pitch to Collier, slam left field. Dustin Woodcock has room, waiting for it to come down. It does inside the webbing of his mitt, 2 down.
And remember, with that modified double hook rule this year, David, in the Atlantic League, if you take your starting pitcher out before 5 innings, you lose your DH. And the Ducks' DH tonight is Johnny Turbo at the top of the order. So that becomes part of the equation. You want to try to get Joe Iorio through 5 innings to keep your designated hitter in the game.
And should Joe Iorio be removed, let's see, in the top of the 5th, I believe Turbo would stay in as DH in the bottom of the 5th.
Correct. Yeah, just for that inning. But if he gets through 5 complete, Turbo's in the whole game. So there's a big difference there.
Joe DeLuca at the plate. The DH for the Blue Crabs. Fouls it straight back. No balls and a strike. To DeLuca.
The season debut for Joe DeLuca, as they just signed him this past weekend. He played for them last year, David, so second year. He hit .304 for the Crabs a season ago.
So DeLuca from the left side. No balls and a strike. Iorio kicks and deals, a swing and a miss. DeLuca right through an off-speed pitch, and it's no balls. And 2 strikes to DeLuca. Catcher Ryan Haug waiting on deck. Pretty nice crowd on hand, and they're still coming in on this Tuesday evening. Glad you could join us. 0-2 is hit in the air, playable, left field. Dustin Woodcock now shading over to his right, our left, makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down.
I think it might have been 5 pitches. Maybe,
5 pitches?
Maybe 5.
In this inning. Unbelievable. So the Ducks retiring the Blue Crabs 1-2-3, making this another PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning. With energy efficient program from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1-2-3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/efficiency. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Hunter Caudill, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSCG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSCG Long Island offers money saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money saving rebates at pscgliny.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
Well, I mentioned start of a 7-game homestand tonight for the Long Island Ducks. Blue Crabs are here tomorrow and Thursday, and then we hit Memorial Day weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 games against the Gastonia Honey Hunters. Saturday night, another fireworks spectacular on Memorial Day weekend. Of course, Sunday is the family fun day. Play catch on the field before the game. Kids run the bases after. And a reminder, Monday's game on Memorial Day is a matinee. 1:35, Bark in the Park. Bring your pup. 3 ways to get your tickets. You can do it at the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, or over the phone, 631-940-TIXX.
I tell you, I was planning a barbecue on Memorial Day, but both my dogs want to come to that game. I'll probably bring them. Vladimir Frias at the plate for the Long Island Ducks. He fouls it over the Ducks dugout into the netting, 0-1. Vlad at .213 thus far this season, 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Terrific speed, of course. And can hit basically anywhere in the lineup. In the first slot, the 9th slot, anywhere in between. Batting 8th here tonight and at second base. 0-2 to Vlad.
And these teams played each other 3 times this weekend in Southern Maryland. Blue Crabs won it 13-2 on Friday night. Crabs took it 7-6 in 11 innings on Saturday night. Ducks won it Sunday afternoon 7-6 in 10 innings.
0-2 pitch to Vladimir is inside, nearly hit him as he turns away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think the first game was a bit of an outlier, Chris.
It was a travel day for the Ducks. Yep.
Yeah, there you go, because the 7-6 finals.
Exactly.
Each team winning. I mean, this is how close these teams are. 1-2 pitch on the way, and that one is a worm burner to short. Taken by Michael Baca. The throw across is in time. Good play by Baca at short, basically grabbing it and throwing it in one motion, and Frias is cut down just by half a step. 1 down.
Yeah, that travel day is so tough sometimes in the Atlantic League, David, and that's why the Ducks are hoping to return the favor here today, because the Blue Crabs obviously traveling today to get here from Southern Maryland, which under normal conditions about a 4.5, 5-hour drive, but you hit some traffic and you could be on I-95 for 6, 7 hours, and that first one's tough. So the Ducks will try to take it to the Crabs tonight and again hand them another defeat. They've only lost 5 times all year, Southern Maryland, in 27 games.
22-5. What a start. Devin Marrero, bottom of the Ducks order, who fouls one straight back over our heads to the right. No balls and a strike to the Ducks shortstop. Just below 200 in terms of his average at 198. No homers, has knocked in 12. He has scored 5, playing in his 27th game of the season. The next pitch from Eddie Butler missing. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out, nobody on. Ducks in front 3-1. All the runs scored in the first inning. We are here in the bottom of the second. The Blue Crabs getting a solo homer from Jared Walker in the top of the first inning. Next pitch missing. It's 2 balls and a strike to Marrero. The Ducks scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the first. 4 consecutive singles before they even registered an out. 2-1 pitch on the way to Marrero. And that one catches the outside corner. I don't think Devin is that crazy about it as he turns and looks over his shoulder at the home plate ump, Mario Rosas. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Those great moments are back now, David. Players arguing with umpires. We didn't have that the last couple of years with the robo-umps making the calls of balls and strikes. But
robo-ump has been unplugged.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch, just missing the outside corner. Whether that was a makeup call or not, we're not saying. It just looks similar to the last pitch. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes to Marrero. And Johnny Turbo, DH for the Ducks, waiting on deck. Next pitch, fouled out of play, right side. Count remains full.
So again, Crabs were trying to sweep the Ducks. Going into Sunday's game at Regency Furniture Stadium, Southern Maryland, David, was 15-1 at home on the year. 15-1. So the Ducks handed them just their 2nd home loss all season.
3-2 pitch to Marrero is hit in the air, playable right field. Braxton Lee is coming in hard and going out second. Baseman Raul Shaw, who makes the catch. Running catch going out to the right field area. Nice play by Raul Shaw, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, that's unusual, though, David. Usually it's the other way around, right? The outfielder coming in calls off the infielder going out because it's an easier play running forward than running backwards. But give Shaw credit. He knew he had it the whole way. He called off his right fielder, Braxton Lee, and then did make the grab.
So we turn it right back to the top of the order. And the hot-hitting Johnny Turbo with an infield hit toward the third base side, his first time up, and he did score a run as he takes a strike outside corner. 0-1 to Turbo. Johnny now has scored 13 runs on the season, playing in his 20th game of the season. Righty-righty matchup as Eddie Butler kicks and deals. The 0-1 is wide. 1 ball and 1 strike to Johnny.
Well, David, you brought it up. Turbo came in hitting .394 to start the year. He got a hit in his first at-bat. He's back over 400. We see on the scoreboard now .403 for Johnny.
Oh, doesn't that look good? 1-1 pitch, and there's a golfing swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes to Johnny Turbo. Dustin Woodcock waiting on deck. In that bottom of the first, it was Turbo, Woodcock, Castillo, and Romero. That law firm coming up with all singles, and that led to that 3-run bottom of the first. As Johnny swings and misses, foul tip back into the catcher's mitt of Ryan Haug. So Johnny goes down, swinging on strikes. First strikeout for Eddie Butler, and the side retired. 3 up and 3 down for the Ducks, nothing across. We go to the top of the third, and the score remains Long Island 3, Southern Maryland 1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Joe Iorio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicolak Pavers. Pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers. Pave your way. Pave your way.
Well, Duck fans, you can follow along all season long as the Long Island Ducks team up with Island Federal Credit Union to hit home runs for hunger. Now, every time a Ducks player hits a home run here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, Island Federal will donate $100 to Long Island Cares in an effort to help improve food security for families on Long Island. Island Federal Credit Union, catch the wave to better banking. Again, the Ducks, David, 18 homers overall on the year, but only 5 of them here at home, so they got to get going here at the Duck Pond.
As the weather warms up, usually the Ducks warm up when it comes to round trippers. As Joe Iorio on the mound gets a strike in on Ryan Haug, catcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. 3-1, Ducks lead, scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Outdoing the 1 run in the top of inning 1 by the Blue Crabs. We're in the top of the third here. And a pitch to Haug is wide and low. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. To the catcher for the Blue Crabs, Ryan Haug, who's at .316, 12 for 38 on the season. No homers, has driven in 13, scored 7. Also has a couple of steals, so he can run the bases. Righty-righty matchup here. The 1-1 is ripped through to center field. To the left of shortstop Devin Marrero, and corralled by Rusney Castillo in center. So Ryan Haug with a sharp base hit to center, 1 on to lead off here, the top of the third.
Michael Baca, shortstop.
So Michael Baca, the shortstop for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, coming up as the Crabs trail by 2. It's early, top of the third. The top 2 teams in the North Division of the Atlantic League, Southern Maryland and Long Island, in a 3-game series here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. And a pitch to Baca hits the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. We mentioned for a catcher, Ryan Haug runs well. He's 2 for 2 in the stolen base department. Baca at the plate at 165. He is 13 for 79, a homer, 8 RBIs, and 9th in the order. As the pitch misses, 1 ball and 1 strike to Baca.
Kind of unusual, too, David. You look at that North Division, Southern Maryland, we mentioned 22-5, but the other 4 teams are under 500, and very similar in the South.
Pitch to Baca missing just outside, 2-1.
In the South, you got High Point and Gastonia over 500, but the other 3 teams all under. So, again, in the North, it's been all Southern Maryland. Everybody else just trying to get to level ground, and pretty much the same in the South with the exception of High Point and Gastonia battling it out for that top spot.
And a throw over to keep Haug close. I'm sure that's complimentary to Ryan Haug, a catcher who actually attracts a throw to first base.
Yes, I know, right? Absolutely.
And speaking of Gastonia, the Honey Hunters, doesn't get any easier for the Ducks as the Honey Hunters come in and follow Southern Maryland.
Yep.
They're next up here on this homestand.
And Wally Backman said it doesn't get any easier, and Gastonia just a half game back of first place High Point in the South Division, but everybody else, Charleston, Kentucky, and Lexington, sub 500.
Count is 3-1 to Baca. Pitch on the way, hit in the air. Looks like it might be playable. It is Joe DiCarlo, catcher, coming back to the netting and makes the catch. Just as the grass turned to dirt. Nice play by DiCarlo, throwing that mask away. Had it all the way, 1 down.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a twister as Joe spun himself around and stayed with it. So a huge out for Iorio, the first of the inning, and now we'll go back to the top of the order for Lee.
Braxton Lee popped to third his first time up.
Haug remains at first base now with 1 out. 3 runs, 4 hits for the Ducks. 1 run, 2 hits for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Throw over again to keep Haug as close as possible. Well, the Ducks have a brand new rival in the Atlantic League, the Staten Island Ferry Hawks, who faced the Ducks for the first time last week. But there's a nice rivalry between these two, to be sure, who have faced each other many times in the playoffs.
Yeah, including last year. And that's how it played out last year, David. Ducks won the first half. Southern Maryland won the second. It was a best-of-3 series because of the shortened season a year ago. Ducks lost game 1 at home, but went down to Waldorf, Maryland, and won games 2 and 3 to knock off the Crabs once again.
Braxton Lee at the plate. It's 0-1 with 1 out, 1 on. And the pitch gets away from catcher Joe DiCarlo, and now they've got the runner in a pickle. Ryan Haug between first and second, and the throw over to second base in time as Haug can't make it to the bag, and he is erased on the base pad. So the ball skipped away from Joe DiCarlo. Haug was in between there, not sure whether to go. Went about halfway, stopped, and that led to the rundown.
Yeah, you called it, David. In between is no man's land in baseball, and a good job by Joe DiCarlo to quickly get to it when obviously Haug thought he wouldn't, and then they chased him down between first and second to get the second out.
So Braxton Lee at the plate. Now with 2 down, nobody on, 1-1 pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and a strike to Lee, and I'll leave it to Chris King to figure out how that scored.
I'll leave it to Michael Pollack because he just came back. David, how do you feel about 2-6-3-6? Are you going to go play that on the win 4?
Is that it? 2-6-3-6?
2-6-3-6.
2-6-3-6. Got it. And count 2 balls and a strike. Now 3-1 to Braxton Lee. So early on, we've had total of 4 runs scored. You get the impression 3-1 may not be the final score here, but you never know. 3-1 pitch, off speed, way up high. And surrendering his first walk of the game is Joe Iorio. Braxton Lee is aboard.
So the caught stealing is how it goes down against Ryan Haug. 26-36, and now Raul Shah, who had an unbelievable moment Sunday in Waldorf against the Ducks. Blue Crabs, David, were down 5-2 in the bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, 2 on. He hit a 3-run homer to tie the game, but the Ducks would win it in 10 innings.
That's the roller coaster of emotion you can get, especially with extra innings.
Yep.
Especially with the free runner, which I happen to like.
I do too.
I've liked it since they instituted that.
I've always been a Ghost fan, by the way. I like Ghosts. So, the Ghost runner fit right in with that. I'm a big Ghost guy. Casper was a friend of mine when I was young.
How about Topper? Did you go that far back?
Yes, I do remember, but not as well as Casper.
Casper, of course.
He was friendly.
He was a friendly ghost. That's true. Would you like to sing?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
I leave that to you. That is your forte, my friend.
We'll get to that later.
I'm sure we will.
That's a warning. Raul Shah at the
It's a warning to tune out now. Well, you have a chance.
Guard those windshields. They will break anytime soon. Raul Shah, who flied out his first time up. So 2 out, 1 on. Braxton Lee, beneficiary of the first walk surrendered by Joe Iorio. Ducks lead by 2, 3-1. It's top of inning 3. Pitch on the way. Late swing by Shaw, just getting a piece, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. We haven't had much time to talk about this, but again, the mixed feelings of Chris being here. But the fact that he's here in the month of May means the Islanders did not make a deep run in the playoffs, which they've done the last several seasons. In fact, they didn't make the playoffs, but hopefully better things to come. Great to have Chris here, but we would prefer seeing him at the end of June.
Thank you, David. Thank you. I'm the same way. I feel that way, too.
1-2 pitch, way outside. Kind of a waste pitch from Iorio. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And again, congratulations to Chris for another wonderful season in calling the games on the radio side, which you've done for how many straight years now?
It's 28 years of working on the broadcast, 28 straight years, and 33 years of covering the team. So, yeah, wow, getting there now.
How about that? How about that?
Yep.
2 balls, 2 strikes. A defensive swing, emergency hack. Ball fouled out of play to the right side.
But I am thrilled to be here with you tonight, David. I'm glad you were able to be here tonight. I am here tonight. We don't always work together. I know we work separate sometimes, but the fact that you were here helps me out so much tonight. And again, yes, I would love to be doing a Stanley Cup playoff game, but if I can't be there, this is the next place I'd rather be. This is home. This is home.
I feel like you might propose any minute.
2-2 pitch, hit in the air, right field. De Aza coming out, going back. Second baseman Vladimir Frias drops the ball. That is a fair ball. Coming around to score is Braxton Lee. The throw home gets away. So scoring it, we'll leave that to the official score. However, it is going down as a hit, as we can see.
Yep.
And Raul Shaw knocks in Braxton Lee, who came all the way around. Obviously, with 2 outs, he was running on the quack of the bat. And running out, Vladimir Frias to try to get to it. Got his glove on it, but ended up dropping it. It is now a 3-2 game. The Blue Crabs score on the play.
Hey, we're looking at all the flags down the right field line, David, and they are whipping around pretty good. So not an easy play at all for Frias, who had to go a long way to get over the line, and then he tried to make an over-the-shoulder basket catch, and I think it just went off the heel of his glove.
So Lee scores the run. RBI to Shaw. He's in scoring position now. That's the tying run. And Jared Walker, who homered his first time up, takes a big hack here. First pitch from Iorio and fouls it off. 0-1 to Walker, his homer over the right field wall, and gave the Blue Crabs an early 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Ducks would score 3 times in the bottom of the frame. And the Crabs coming back to score a run here in the top of the third. So 3-2 now. Ducks lead down to 1. And Shaw takes his lead off second base. Fastball just missing inside. So the count now on Jared Walker, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Walker really struggling coming in, David. Just 3 for 24 in his last 8 games, but that homer was cranked over the wall and right, and sometimes that can turn you around in a hurry.
6th homer and 16th RBI. And the pitch catches the outside portion of the plate. Off-speed pitch from Iorio, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Walker.
This is by far the longest inning pitch-wise that Joe Iorio has had on the hill, as he made quick work of the Crabs in the first and second. Right now, unofficially, Iorio 38 pitches here in the third.
Again, Wally Backman telling us in the pregame, hoping to get somewhere between 60, 65, maybe as many as 70 pitches out of Joe. 1-2 pitch on the way, and there's another worm burner hit to the right side, taken by first baseman Sam Travis. Over to Iorio covering. That pit out goes 3-1, and the side is retired. However, in the inning for the Blue Crabs, 1 run, 2 hits, a walk, a man left. At the end of 2.5 innings of play, go to the bottom of the third. The score now, the Ducks 3, Southern Maryland 2.
Hey fans, this is infielder Vladimir Frias, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Well, Ducks lead the Blue Crabs 3-2. We check on the out-of-town scoreboard in Staten Island tonight. The Ferry Hawks hosting the York Revolution. The Ferry Hawks trying to snap an 8-game losing streak. Right now, York a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the third. Gastonia and Lancaster playing in Pennsylvania. And it is the Honey Hunters, a 2-0 lead over the Barnstormers, bottom of the third. High Point in Charleston, West Virginia to take on the Dirty Birds. They lead it 4-0 in the bottom of the second. And again, the Yankees have just taken a 1-0 lead over the Orioles in the Bronx. Anthony Rizzo, a solo homer in the bottom of the first. Yankees trying to break a 3-game losing streak, David. First time all year the Bombers have dropped 3 in a row.
That includes that doubleheader loss to the Chicago White Sox, where the bats just went silent. Dustin Woodcock, first pitch swinging, for the Long Island Ducks. A ground out to second baseman Raul Shaw. So one pitch and one down. Here in the bottom of the third, the Ducks with a 3-2 lead over Southern Maryland.
And again at Madison Square Garden, Game 4. Rangers Hurricanes. Carolina leads that series 2-1, scoreless midway through the first period. Hurricanes, David, haven't won a game on the road all year in the playoffs, haven't lost a game at home all year. So it's been clean cut for the Canes. If they're home, they win. If they're away, they lose. And Ranger fans hoping that continues tonight.
First pitch, hard slider from Eddie Butler in his third inning of work against the Ducks. One out, nobody on. Rusney Castillo, who singled his first time up and would come around to score. 1-0 count, and there's a tapper toward the middle, and trying to get it, Michael Baca, the shortstop, it off his glove as he slides into the ball, which ends up in center field. So second hit for Rusney Castillo, who's 2 for 2. He's aboard with one down.
A good attempt by Michael Baca there, but Castillo, as you said, perfect on the evening. And the Ducks having their lead trimmed to 1 in the top of the inning, trying to at least get that one back here in the bottom of the frame.
This what you call your shutdown inning for Eddie Butler, as the Blue Crabs inching back to make it 3-2, and now trying to shut the Ducks down here as Davidson Romero comes up. He hit the 4th of 4 consecutive singles in that bottom of the first and drove in a run with it. And the first pitch low and inside, 1 ball and no strikes to Davidson Romero, who has now driven in 16 runs on the season. That is second on the Ducks, only to Sam Travis. Taking his lead is Castillo at first base. Really good sized lead being held on. The 1-0 pitch, and that nips the outside corner for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, Romero and the guy on deck, Sam Travis, tied for the team lead, 5 homers apiece. So see if they play who can top who here tonight.
And Ducks with 18 total homers thus far. 1-1 pitch on the way, and that's low inside again. 2 balls and a strike to Romero.
I mentioned only 5 of those homers here at home, 13 on the road. They have played more road games, though, David. 15 road games, only 11 here at home thus far this year, and that's why tonight open up a 7-game homestand, a big one.
Butler's pitch to Romero, missing the outside corner. And the count now 3-1 as Butler falls behind on Davidson Romero. Sam Travis waiting on deck. For those looking for Lou Ford in the lineup, according to skipper Wally Backman, he'll be in the lineup tomorrow night.
Yep.
3-1 pitch on the way as the runner takes off. It's downstairs, and that is ball 4. Looked like Castillo would have had that base stolen. Got a great jump on Butler, but Romero walks, and that is the first walk given up by Eddie Butler. And we're celebrating yet another First National Bank LI walk to first. Go first, go far.
So Ducks get some brewing here against Butler. David, you mentioned he was a pick of the Rockies back in 2012, a first-round pick by Colorado. The 46th overall selection, did make it up to the big leagues with the Rockies, the Cubs, and the Rangers.
So here's Sam Travis. Another RBI opportunity for Sam, who drove in one with a fielder's choice his first time up. That was back in the first inning, driving in the Ducks' second of 3 runs in that frame. No balls and a strike as Travis taps it down at the plate. 2 runners on, just 1 out, bottom of the third. The Ducks had a 3-1 lead, a run scored in the top of the third by the Blue Crabs. It is now 3-2, and the Ducks looking for a little more here in the bottom of inning 3.
David mentioned Lou Ford. He did make his season debut Sunday afternoon in Waldorf, Maryland. 2 for 5, single-double, runs scored for the 45-year-old.
And it skips away from Ryan Haug. Everybody moves up. Sam Travis had the opportunity, had he desired, to run to first base as well. He decided not to. Better off for the Ducks that he's at the plate, now with 2 runners in scoring position. So we'll see how that's scored. Nonetheless, you've got Castillo now at third. And you've got Davidson Romero down at second. That is a wild pitch. So the Ducks looking to grab that 2-run lead back or more. Travis at the plate. 1 down, 2 runners on, second and third. Righty-righty matchup.
Butler's pitch to Sam, way up high, 2 balls and a strike.
And if you missed our pregame interview with Wally Backman, he said he talked to Lou Ford on the phone yesterday and said Lou was a little sore, having played that first game at age 45. But, David, he does begin his 12th year now as a player, extends his franchise record for most years played for the Long Island Ducks.
Turns 46 this August. 2-1 pitch to Travis. Hits it in the air, playable right side. Could be a tough play. Jared Walker going back, now giving way to second baseman Shaw. Makes the catch in foul territory. Threatening to come in to score, Castillo tagging up at third, but he will remain there. So a big second out for Eddie Butler and the Blue Crabs. Runners remain at second and third, and it brings up Alejandro De Aza.
You're talking about Lou being 45, and makes me feel right at home, David, because I dealt with Zdeno Chara at age 45 almost the whole season. Big Z and Lou Ford showing that the old guys can still get it done.
Well, that was very emotional toward the end of the season.
Oh, that
Chara.
last home game.
Yeah.
That last home game, and he scores in the third period. It was that. You know, it might be. You know what, David? They always say, a brand new building, it needs a signature moment. That was probably the first signature moment at UBS Arena.
Agreed. We don't know what's ahead for Chara, but we wish him well. It's where it started for him, and we hope it's not the end. And the first pitch outside, off-speed pitch to Diaza, who hit a sac fly to center field his first time up. Ducks scored 3 times in that bottom of the first on a Romero single, a Sam Travis fielder's choice, and a Diaza sac fly. And looking to score at least one here. 1-0 pitch on the way, and that one's hit in the air and playable left side. Alex Crosby, the third baseman in foul territory, circling under it and makes the catch. Had a little trouble with it with the breeze, but 2 consecutive foul outs fouls up the scoring opportunity for the Long Island Ducks. So Travis and Diaza fouling out with runners in scoring position. No runs, a hit, a walk, 2 men left at the end of 3 complete at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Score remains the Ducks 3, the Blue Crabs 2.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Akil Morris, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trades, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah, they got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Back at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, David Weiss along with Chris King, the Ducks and the first place Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Ducks leading 3-2, going to the top of inning number 4. The Ducks Health Report brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. Brady Feigl, left-hander out of the bullpen, upper body injury, and he is out right now. And Stephen Tarpley, former New York Yankee, among other major leaguers, he is also on the shelf. So that is basically the injury report, along with Bennett Parry, also left-hander out of the pen, out with an upper body injury, and that is the health report. My health is not good at all. Emotionally, I'm a wreck as I turn it over to my buddy for the first time this season in 2022, the Kinger, Chris King.
Well, thank you very much, David Weiss. Again, 3 in the books here in CI. Long Island, a 3-2 lead over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs for the Flock. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. For the Crabs, 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. So Joe Iorio in his first start of the season, the right-hander going into his 4th inning of work. And, David, we do get some information that there has been a change at first base for Long Island as Sam Travis has come out of the game, and he has been replaced there by Michael Wolanski. So Michael Wolanski in at first for Sam Travis. We'll try to get you word as to why that switch was made, but defensively, that is the switch. And again, Travis comes out after, again, having 2 at-bats. He had a fielder's choice that drove in a run and then fouled out to the second baseman. So he finishes 0 for 2 with a run batted in. 2 quick balls here on David Harris, a strikeout victim swinging back in the opening inning. The only K tonight so far for Iorio. So Ducks with a 3-2 lead in the 4th. Joe Kickson comes home, and that line into left field. Woodcock reaches up and makes the catch. Boy, you want to talk about a frozen rope, David. That went a long way.
And David Harris, who can hit the ball hard, has been hitting it hard all season long with his gaudy numbers in virtually every offensive category. And that was kind of like a rising fastball. That thing took off, and Woodcock had to reach up.
So Michael Wolanski in the game off the bench. Also, L.J. Mazzilli getting a rest tonight. We mentioned Lou Ford out. They are right-handed hitters still available to Wally Backman. From the left side, backup catcher Jake Zarello not starting this one. So 1 away, and here's Alex Crosby, the third baseman and 5-man for the Crabs. Flew out to center his first time up, and he takes strike 1 from Joe.
Again, we await word on Sam Travis, but we certainly hope it's nothing long-term or serious. Be a big loss for the Long Island Ducks. He's been such an important component for the Ducks in every category so far this season.
Yeah, the 0-1 here is a strike, 0-2. Travis, 5 homers, tied for the team lead. Another ribby tonight, 26. That leads Long Island and is top 5 in the Atlantic League. And that .292 average he brought in, 4th best on the flock. So again, we're trying to get your word as to why Sam Travis comes out of this game here and the visitors' 4th. Here's swing and a miss. So good morning, good afternoon, and good night on 3 pitches. Joe Iorio sits down Alex Crosby for his second K of the evening, 2 gone.
Good pitch by Iorio. And one thing about Joe Iorio and Eddie Butler, neither one of them takes a lot of time on the mound.
And we like that, don't we, David?
We love it. And let me tell you, to this point, Chris, are you ready?
Yep.
I'm about to say it.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it to me, please.
This game is zipping right along.
The kiss of death, ladies and gentlemen. The kiss of death for 22 seasons now. My partner, David Weiss. Unbelievable.
Game is zipping right along.
You had to do it, didn't you? It wouldn't be you if you didn't, though.
It's my way of welcoming you back to the booth.
Consider myself welcomed. Here's Zach Collier, ball 1 on him. And now strike 1 on the outer edge. Collier flew out to left. His only AB back in the second. So Joe Iorio trying to sit the Crabs down in order. He did that in the second inning, getting Crosby, Collier, and DeLuca all to fly out. So he's got a line out and a strikeout thus far here to open the 4th. And then the 1-1 is grounded foul down the right side for strike 2 on Zach Collier.
I'm not sure who coined this phrase years ago. It might have been one of the 3 all-time greats, Lindsey Nelson, Bob Murphy, Ralph Kiner. Somebody said this once, but it always stayed with me. You've got 2 pitchers working quickly, pitching as if they're double parked. I love that expression.
It is great, isn't it? It absolutely is. It just, that's all you need. That's all you need. They're trying to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Got to put money in the meter.
Yeah, 1-2 is line to shoot a second. 1 hop for Frias. It almost took his head off. Vladdy bending away and then making the play. And 1-2-3 go the Crabs. We go to the bottom of the 4th on the island. Ducks lead it 3-2.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Johnny Turble, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
The other day, my husband, Jason, was searching for something to watch on TV, and he said, "Baby, I want to take off." And I said, "Me too. Cancun?" And he said, "No, I mean our life. Get to the next level." So we called First National Bank of Long Island. Now we're going places.
With access to local decision makers who are known for highly personalized service, First National is the bank that always puts you first. Newsweek named us the best small bank in New York State. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. First National Bank of Long Island, member FDIC.
Hey kids, are you ready to be part of the coolest club in town? If so, sign up today for the Long Island Ducks Kids Club presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Children 14 and under will receive exclusive perks that only come with being a member, including a free ticket to a Ducks game, a free commemorative yearbook, 10% off at the Waddle In shop, and much more. They'll also receive priority access to skip the line during Kids Run the Bases at all Sunday home games. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
Back at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, David Weiss, Chris King, 3-2. Ducks leading the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs going to the bottom of inning number 4. 2 more against the first place Crabs. That's tomorrow night and Thursday night, 6:35 starts. And then you've got the Gastonia Honey Hunters coming in for 4 big games wrapping right through Memorial Day weekend. And that includes the fireworks spectacular after the game on Saturday night, May the 28th. 4 games against the Honey Hunters. We hope you join us for all 4.
And usually huge crowds, David, the unofficial start of summer. The fireworks, nothing better on a Saturday night than see the fireworks here in Central Islip. And we know the ballpark's going to be packed for the big Memorial Day weekend. Weather expected to be very good as well. Here leading off the bottom of the 4th, Joe DiCarlo. A little pop-up in the foul territory. An incredible catch by the pitcher, Eddie Butler, slicing in between his catcher, Ryan Hogg, and his first baseman, Jared Walker, to make an amazing catch.
Unbelievable. That was a Bermuda Triangle of bodies crashing into each other like bumper cars at Adventureland. I mean, that was unbelievable.
Yep.
And then you have Eddie Butler, who makes a snow cone type of catch as he goes tumbling to the ground. And it's a good thing, at least for Southern Maryland, that no one collided with each other. But
yep.
What a mess that turns out to be an out.
And how rare is this, David? The last 3 Ducks have all fouled out. Sam Travis, Alejandro De Haza, and now Joe DiCarlo. So 3 straight foul outs by the Ducks. And it'll bring up Vladdy Frias, who grounded out to short back in the 2nd inning. So Eddie Butler, no worse for wear. The back of his uniform covered with dirt after making that incredible catch over in the Ducks dugout. And he starts Vladdy out with ball 1.
You have to assume there was some communication difficulty there. I guess no one called for it, and everybody went for it.
But give him credit. Some pitchers just bail on those, and he was all in. So Eddie Butler still in the full windup here, putting one toward the plate and smacked into center for Vladdy, who's got his first hit of the night, and the Ducks with a 1-out runner. Leading 3-2 are the Flock here in the home 4th.
And we know how aggressive skipper Wally Backman is. Lad with terrific speed, 3 for 3 in the stolen base department, and we'll see at some point within Devin Marrero's at-bat whether Frias is put in motion.
And this is the one stat, David, that just is incredible about the season series a year ago. I told you the Ducks won 10 of the 15 games, right?
Right.
In those 15 games, though, the Ducks had 45 stolen bases, were only caught stealing 4 times. So they were 45 for 49 running against this Blue Crabs team. Again, it was a couple of different catchers this year, so it's not the same, but the fact they had 45 steals and got caught 4 times in the season series is nothing short of remarkable, and they actually set a franchise record with 10 stolen bases down in Waldorf in 1 game alone in early August.
I remember that, too. They just ran wild on the Crabs.
So here's Devin Marrero, the 9-man. He takes ball 1 from Butler, and then the 1-0. Is skied foul high up on the first base side. 1-1 to Marrero, who popped out to second, his only time through. Again, Ducks trying to give Southern Maryland their first back-to-back losses of the year. That's right, the Blue Crabs have yet to lose consecutive games this season. Had a 12-game winning streak early this year, had a 7-game winning streak. Firing over to first here is Butler, and Frias is back. So again, after losing opening night in Lexington, the Blue Crabs then won 12 straight and 20 of the next 22 games. Absolutely remarkable run. Long hold for Butler. And then the 1-1. Sounds like it might have broken the bat of Marrero. No, he's going to stay with it, but he fouls it back. It's 1-2. Again, Ducks started the year 5-2 in their first 7 games, then really hit the skids. They lost 10 of the next 13, including 5 in a row. But trying to get their footing back, David. I know you were here for the Staten Island series. They swept the Ferry Hawks and then, again, took 1 of 3 down in Southern Maryland. So they have won 4 of their last 6 games, the Ducks have, and 3 in a row here at home. Another foul ball here by Marrero. The count holds at 1-2.
I will say this about Staten Island. They put up a good fight. That 1-0 beauty that I had the opportunity to call, that was a week ago tonight. And then a 10-9 victory, and then 6-3. So Staten Island didn't exactly roll over, but they're still looking for their first road win.
Incredible. So their home tonight are the Staten Island Ferry Hawks to York, trying to snap an 8-game losing streak. Is the newest team in the Atlantic League. The 1-2 with the runner going is popped up, shallow left center field. It is the center fielder, Zach Collier, making the call and the catch for the second out. As Frias was off, David, so I think with going with 1 out. He's certainly going to be going with 2 here now.
14, Johnny Turbo.
Back to the top of the order for Johnny Turbo. Has reached base now in 20 straight games. Singled and scored in the 3-run first and then struck out swinging. Butler's only K in the second. So we'll keep our eye on Frias, as David told you. 3 steals this year and 3 tries for Vladdy, as he walks that lead just shy of the cutout. Does not go. And Turbo, that sounded like another broken bat. I was wrong last time, and I think I'm right this time, as he'll get a new piece of lumber.
Boy, when I was playing in Little League, Chris, there was no such thing as an aluminum bat. We all went with wood.
Right?
You remember that?
Absolutely. Every time now I watch the college games, and it's so weird hearing the
ping,
ping, ping.
It's a ping, and it's not the crack of the bat. Exactly right.
My son was playing Little League when Connor would play all those years. It just you're not used to that sound after being here. And again, we have our great shotgun microphone that brings us the sound of the crack of the bat, not the ping of the bat, right, David?
Or the quack of the bat.
There you go. Well, that bat was cracked for Johnny Turbo. And then he grounds this one to third. Nicely played by Crosby, who guns across to get him, and the side retired. So for the Flock, no runs, a hit, 1 left. To the 5th we go in CI. It's still Long Island 3, Southern Maryland 2.
Hey fans, this is Scott Harkin, right-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe's got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912. And be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 fun-filled inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Fairfield Properties Ballpark.
All right, Ducks lead at 3-2 as we head to inning number 5 here in Central Islip, but that always means 5th inning trivia. We give you the question in the bottom of the inning, the answer in the bottom of the frame, and David Weiss, you are eligible.
Oh, good.
I hold in my right hand the score sheet from the last time Southern Maryland played a game here on Long Island. It was Game 1 of the North Division Championship Series. You and I worked the game the night of October 11th, Monday night, October 11th. Okay, first playoff game of the year for both teams last season. Blue Crabs won it 3-2 in Game 1 here against the Ducks. We were not happy that night as Joe Iorio deals here and Joe DeLuca fouls it away. But your question, who were the starting pitchers opening night of the playoffs for the Ducks and for the Blue Crabs in that game, October 11th, the last time Southern Maryland was on this field? There you go.
So you're taxing my memory to take us back to last October when I'm sitting across from somebody and I've forgotten your name. What do you want from me here, huh?
It's not an easy one.
No, it's
not an easy one. It's a good question, though. The Duck name is pretty easy, I would say, for longtime Duck fans. The Crabs might be a little more difficult.
Okay.
But anyway, that's your question. Who are the starting pitchers? Game 1, North Division Championship Series, October 11th, the last time the Blue Crabs were on this field. 1-1 now to DeLuca, who flew out to left. Joe Iorio's pitch is low and in. And, David, between innings, I was telling you, Joe Iorio was right at 50 pitches through 4 innings. So as long as he didn't have a crazy inning here, Wally wanted to keep him between 65 and 70 pitches and, of course, get 5 innings out of him to keep his DH, Johnny Turbo, in the game. The 2-1 is a strike to even it up.
You take a look at what he's done thus far. He's had one stressful inning, if you will.
Yep.
The 3rd inning, where he gave up a couple of hits, a walk, and 1 run came across. First inning, a solo homer, but retired the side in order twice. So if he can get through this one, that'll be great. for skipper Wally Backman.
This is ripped foul down the right field line. Still 2-2 on DeLuca. And again, Joe Iorio was lights out. His first 9 games this year out of the pen, he allowed just 1 earned run, and then did struggle in his last outing. It was here Wednesday night against Staten Island. In 2 innings of work, he gave up 6 hits and 2 runs. So that's his worst outing of the year, but that's only 2 earned runs against. And tonight he's been terrific thus far. Here his backdoor breaking ball is wasted foul by DeLuca, and the count remains 2-2. So if you're joining us late, again, right-handed pitcher Brett Kennedy was signed by the Boston Red Sox today. He'll report to Double-A. Ducks had some other transactions as they signed a young right-hander, 21-year-old Stephen Colon, out of the Bronx. And they sent Frank Muscatello in a trade back to Quebec. Up high, Mrs. Iorio with the heater, and the count full. Well, Michael Pollock is chiming in on our trivia. He does have the Ducks starting pitcher.
All right.
He doesn't have Southern Maryland's yet, and he better not be cheating. No Googling. That's what I always say. No Googling in 5th inning trivia. Here's the payoff, and that popped up shallow left center field. Everybody coming after it hard, and it drops in the Bermuda Triangle. So Joe DeLuca, the leadoff single.
Yep, not hit hard at all, just a bloop, and hit high enough for somebody to try to get to it, but just perfectly placed between shortstop Devin Marrero, left fielder Dustin Woodcock, and center fielder Rusney Castillo. So runner aboard, leading off the top of inning number 5.
So that is the tying run aboard in Joe DeLuca, the DH, who is a catcher by trade. Again, it's his season debut, so don't know if Stan Clyburn's going to send him here. I think he'll be held on closely by Michael Wolanski, again in the game defensively for the Ducks now at first base. Tying run aboard, here's Ryan Hogg, who singled up the middle and then was caught stealing an, check swing foul ball, 0-1 on the Crabs catcher tonight. Michael Pollock wants to know if he can use Baseball Reference instead of Google. No, Michael, no, you may not.
Cannot.
Michael Pollock's so good at this stuff. If anybody's going to get it, he's going to get it. I couldn't tell you. I got the score sheet in my hand, and I can barely tell you. The 0-1 is outside. Throw down to first, and getting back there is DeLuca.
I'm surprised you say that, because you are the encyclopedia.
Not that, David. The starting pitcher of the other team in a game October, November, December, January, February, March, 7 months ago.
That's right.
It's just too long ago. Too many pitchers, too many games.
That was a whole
too many sports.
That was a whole UBS arena ago.
That's right. That was. That's right. The last time I was here with you, the UBS arena was still a month and a half away from opening up. Well, here's a clean single to left, and again, Joe Iorio trying to make it through 5 here, but the Blue Crabs with back-to-back singles to start their half of the 5th, so they get the tying run in scoring position and the go-ahead run at first on Hogg's second night. He's 2 for 2. Ryan Haug.
You know, the skipper, Wally Backman, for many reasons, would rather not take out Iorio in the middle of an inning, just try to get him through the 5th, not only for the reasons revolving the DH, but just to give whoever's next a clean inning. But Wally is on his way to the mound.
Yeah, Rick Tomlin actually coming out. David, the pitching coach, coming out, and again, a little meeting on the hill. So maybe we'll talk things over. And David, you mentioned this before. It is incredible. Southern Maryland is in their 14th season now in the Atlantic League, still looking for that elusive first championship. The Ducks have knocked them out in the playoffs 4 different times now, 2011, 2012, 2013, and of course last year as well. They've only beaten the Ducks once ever in the playoffs. That was in 2009, and they fell in the finals to Somerset. The only other time they ever got to the finals was 2015, and they lost to Somerset again there. So it's been an incredible franchise. They've done great things down there in Waldorf, Maryland, but 14 seasons in now, still looking for a title. The Ducks, of course, have won 4 championships in their great history.
And the first Ducks championship came in 2004, their 5th season.
Yep.
You think about just how quickly a team can ascend to great things. It brings to mind the Islanders, and that's why one of my favorite years remains the 74-75 season. That's where the Islanders came out of nowhere, beat Pittsburgh, the Penguins, after trailing 3-0.
Beat the Rangers before that.
That's right. That was J.P. Parise.
Here's Michael Baca showing bunt, drops it down, barehanded by Iorio. He thought about third, but Romero was covering on the bunt too. And then as he's falling to the grass, fires to first to get the out. What a play by pitcher Joe Iorio, one away.
Yeah, he looked over his shoulder while on the ground, nobody there. And as he slipped and went down, he still got enough on the throw while on his knees to first to get Baca. So an important first out, but now 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, so well done by Baca, the 9-man, gives himself up. DeLuca at third, he's the tying run. Haug at second, he's the go-ahead run. And back to the top of the order for Braxton Lee, the one-out hitter. And Joe's fastball runs high, 1-0. Lee tonight has popped out to third, walked and scored. So big moment here as Iorio tries to get through 5 to keep the DH in the game for Long Island, but tries to keep his club ahead as well. The 1-0 is in the air, well hit to left field. This will get the run in as Woodcock lines it up, makes the catch. Tagging from third is DeLuca, and the throw is cut off. And the Blue Crabs have tied this game at 3 on a sac fly by Braxton Lee.
Lee going the other way with the pitch on a fastball. Not trying to do too much with it. And it's still fairly early. The middle innings here, and Lee doing what he had to do to get that tying run across.
Braxton Lee, the only position player for Southern Maryland that has major league experience. He only played 8 games in the big leagues. That was with the Marlins back in 2018, but he gets it done. And it's a 3-all game here. 2 away for Raul Shah, who doubled the drive in a run. His last time up is also fly to left. Here he hits it back off the mound and through into center field. Haug is going to turn third and score. It's an RBI single for Raul Shah, and Southern Maryland's back on top. It's 4-3 Blue Crabs.
Boy, Shah not wasting any time. We talked about the aggressive nature of Southern Maryland. More often than not, swinging at the first pitch from Joe Iorio from one batter to the next. That's what Shaw did right there. So as quickly as that, a 3-2 lead becomes a 4-3 deficit for the Ducks.
So Joe Iorio just trying to get that one more out that will again keep Johnny Turbo, the DH, in the game the rest of the way on that modified double hook rule the Atlantic League's using this year. But the dangerous Jared Walker, who took him out of the yard with a deep homer to right, a solo shot in the first, and then grounded out to first. His next time through takes ball 1. So 4-3 Crabs, as each team now with a half a dozen hits in the contest. Be a 1-0 coming to Walker. And that's straight back to the screen, 1-1. We mentioned Ducks coming in have won 3 straight here at home. That was a sweep of the Staten Island Ferry Hawks the last time they were on this field. And went to Southern Maryland where they dropped 2 of 3 this weekend. Starting a 7-game homestand tonight, though, for a home team that's won 8 of 11 here at the Duck Pond. 1-1, way outside for ball 2. It's a perfect night for a ball game, and expecting the same tomorrow. Middle game of the set. Good lead at first for Shah. And this one down and in to Walker. And Iorio behind now, 3-1. Raul Shah at first base has not attempted a stolen base this season. And Jared Walker is certainly going to turn himself loose here on a 3-1. We saw his home run power in the opening inning. Here he gets under it and fouls it back. And the count full, that'll put the runner in motion with 2 away.
Hits now even at 6 apiece. But the Ducks giving up a deuce here in the top of the 5th. Now trail by 1. Extremely unlikely that 4-3 is going to be your final. You never know.
Yeah.
But it looks like we have more drama to come in the later innings.
So Joe Iorio, can he get that final out of the 5th here and end his evening? We will see. Certainly could be his last batter here. And he misses down and in, though. It's ball 4, just his second walk of the evening. It keeps the inning alive for the dangerous cleanup man, David Harris, who's having a whale of a season.
As you mentioned, second walk given up by Iorio. You have to assume Iorio at this point on a very short leash. Ducks now trailing by 1, but boy, Wally Backman would love Joe to just get one more out.
And you wonder, David, if that double hook rule wasn't in play, would he be out already? But it's just so tantalizing because you want to keep your DH in the game. Right. So maybe you let your starter go a little bit longer than normal as he gets a strike here on Harris. But it's a tough decision. It really is. If you feel like he's tiring, and again, Iorio hadn't gone beyond 37 pitches out of the pen, and he's trying to get 70 out of him here tonight. He crushes it to center. Coming in and making the grab, though, is Rusney Castillo. What a catch by the center fielder, and that will end the inning. But not before Southern Maryland picks up 2 runs on 3 hits. There was a walk, and they leave a pair. Halfway home in Central Islip, it's the Crabs 4 and the Flock 3.
Hey fans, this is first baseman Sam Travis, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Millennium Container Service is fulfilling the needs of businesses and homes across Long Island. They provide waste and recycling services plus a variety of dumpster rental options for any project. Millennium Container Service offers convenient, on-time deliveries and pickups, as well as daily, weekly, and monthly commercial service. Need a quote? Call 516-826-5544 or visit millenniumcontainer.com. Millennium Container Service. Keep your home and business clean.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
Well, Ducks now trail at 4-3 as we go to the last of the 5th. Time to wrap up our 5th inning trivia. David, I hold in my hand the score sheet from the last time Southern Maryland played a game on this field. Game 1 of the North Division Championship Series, first playoff game for both teams on Monday night, October 11th. Last year, you and I worked the game. Blue Crabs won it 3-2, but the question was, who was the starting pitcher on the opening night of the playoffs for both the Ducks and the Blue Crabs? Before we get to the answer, Michael Moore, our broadcast partner, got it right. He got both. Right. Michael Pollack essentially got a 50 on his test. He got a 50. He got half. So Michael Pollack got the Ducks starting pitcher, but not the Blue Crabs starting pitcher. As here, Dustin Woodcock takes strike 1 from Eddie Butler to begin the home 5th with the Ducks down a run. So, David, I'm throwing it out to you. I said the Duck pitcher is, not a reach and a pretty easy one if you're a longtime fan, is dumping a single into left center as Dustin Woodcock, the tying run aboard.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get this wrong. I thought maybe there was a tie-in with the starting pitcher in that playoff game to what we're looking at here tonight, so I was guessing Joe Iorio.
No, it was not Joe. Okay, good guess, though. Obviously, right? Yeah, great guess. But no, the Ducks starting pitcher was Darren Downs.
I should have known that.
There you go. So Darren Downs was the Ducks starting pitcher, and Kyle Murphy was the starting pitcher for Southern Maryland.
Well, I had that one. I knew that one.
Yeah, I jumped you on it, didn't I? I knew you knew Kyle Murphy. But again, Michael Moore, he got them both. So congratulations to Michael. Michael Pollack, not so much. Here's Rusney Castillo lining one into center field. An atom ball, though, right at Zach Collier, and there's one away.
But I do remember the game. We were right here. Of course, the Ducks would come back. They would finish off the Blue Crabs and then go on to face the Lexington Legends in the championship series and fall just short there.
Yep.
But once again, the Blue Crabs with a bitter taste in their claws, if you will.
Absolutely. Again, 4 times now in 5 playoff meetings, Southern Maryland's been knocked out by the Long Island Ducks. So Woodcock's still at first with 1 away after Castillo was first pitch swinging, and that brings up Davidson Romero. He's been aboard both times tonight, an RBI single and a walk. Ducks down a run, and a good block that time by Ryan Haug, the catcher, as Eddie Butler in his 5th inning of work has it go down in the dirt for ball 1. 4-3 Crabs here as we play in this seesaw affair. Southern Maryland had a 1-0 lead. Ducks took a 3-1 advantage. Blue Crabs back on top 4-3, hanging up a 2 spot in the 5th in what certainly was the final inning of work for Joe Iorio in his first start of the season. Throw over to first, and getting back there is Woodcock. He has 5 steals to lead Long Island this year. Does Dustin Woodcock's only been caught once. So we'll see how Wally Backman wants to play it here. Again, Ducks had 3 steal attempts this weekend in Southern Maryland, only successful once. He takes off, got a good jump. The throw by Haug is high, and he's in there. Team leading 6th stolen base of the year for Dustin Woodcock, and the tying run in scoring position.
It is all about the jump, obviously. Eddie Butler does not take a really big windup pitching from the set position, but it was Woodcock off and away on the pitch, guessing right that he wasn't going to be a victim of a pickoff, and he is now in scoring position, the tying run.
So count 1-1 to Romero. And Davidson, who drove in a run in the first, trying to do at least the same here in the 5th. The pitch. Skied, though, here, left side. The shortstop, Baca, calling off his third baseman, Crosby. And in foul territory, they rule. He makes the grab for the second out.
Number 47.
There's been a slew of foul outs by the Long Island Ducks here tonight. To my count, that's the 4th time they've fouled out.
I got you 2 there, David. So exactly 4 foul outs from 4 different players as well. The 4, 5, 6, and 7 hitters for Long Island. So let's see if Michael Walensky here can pick up Davidson Romero. Again, he entered the game for Sam Travis in the top of the 4th. Travis, a lower leg injury, as Michael Pollock fills us in on that. So that is the reason Sam Travis came out. So first at bat for Walensky, who's a .214 hitter, no homers, 1 run batted in. Big spot for him here with Woodcock, who led off with a single, now at second base. Ducks down a run, and there are 2 away. First pitch, on his hands, fouled in front of Wally Backman there down the left field line. 0-1 on Walensky.
One thing that I don't like is the fact that Michael Pollock feels it necessary to text you, and he has not texted me yet. Is it something I said? I mean, I gave him a very nice gift for his wedding, even though I couldn't make it. How many people do that? Thanks a lot, Pollock.
I think he knows we share, David. We share the information in the broadcast booth. We share it.
Yeah,
we do share.
Sometimes you're a little stingy with the information, Chris.
No, Michael, he took after me for saying he got a 50 on the test. He wasn't happy with me saying he got a 50. He got a 50 out of 100%. He did. He got Darren Downs. That's it. Michael Moore got 100 on the test.
We grade Pollock on a curve.
Here's the foul ball by Walensky, and it's 0-2. And Walensky started his Ducks career red hot. He was 5 for 8 in his first 2 games with a flock, but coming in is just 1 for 20 now in his last 9 games. So 1 for 20, but a hit here would tie things, and a home run would put Long Island back on top. He's down 0-2 to the right-hander Eddie Butler. So Butler working off that first base side of the rubber as he's done all night, comes set away from the letters. And that one missing outside for ball 1.
And, of course, Michael Pollock immediately texts me with something I don't understand. It's like a word salad. I don't understand this at all.
Is it Wordle?
It's almost. Yes, David, is absolutely what you said about the game time. What? Do you know what this means?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
When you said we were moving along. Here's a ground ball up the middle, cut off by Baca, the shortstop, throws to first, way up the line, trying to come around and score, and he does! It's Dustin Woodcock! And the Ducks have tied this game at 4 as a huge hit here from Michael Walensky.
That's what happens when you run the bases well and when you push the other team into making mistakes. And Southern Maryland a little sloppy on that. It goes down as a hit. And coming around to score is Woodcock with the tying run. That will go down as an error to Jared Walker along with the hit by Walensky. So a little bit of everything on that play, but when the smoke clears, you've got the Ducks and the Blue Crabs now knotted at 4.
So again, the E3 is on the first baseman, Jared Walker, and that's going to allow Michael Walensky to go all the way to third base. So now the Ducks have tied it and are a base hit away from retaking the lead in this seesaw affair, as here's Alejandro De Aza, who's driven in a run with a sac fly and fouled out. First pitch head high, ball 1.
So Walensky gets the RBI there, driving in his second run of the season. And a good time for it, a clutch 2-out base hit.
Michael Pollock pointing out that he did bat 500 in the trivia, and that will get you a lot of money in the big leagues if you're a 500 hitter, right?
That's a good point.
It's a good point, Michael. Well taken. 1-0 here is hit deep to right field. Going back is Lee, back toward the pole. He looks up, and that ball is gone! A 2-run homer to right for Alejandro De Aza, his first as a Long Island Duck, and that puts the flock back on top. It's 6-4. Slaps hands with Wally Backman at third, makes his way to the plate. Congratulations, Alejandro! His first homer for the flock.
And he got every bit of that, about as high as it was far. Well over that first wall. As right fielder Braxton Lee couldn't do much, looking helplessly as it flew right over his head. What an inning for the Long Island Ducks. Clutch hitting, scoring 3 times with 2 out.
Well, what a night for De Aza already, David. Now 3 runs batted in of these 6 Long Island have scored. So again, the Ducks have had now a second different lead. The Blue Crabs have had 2 different leads as we continue to alternate lead changes. Here the pitch is a swing and a miss on DiCarlo. And Eddie Butler just trying to limit the damage as the Ducks have hung up a 3 spot here in the bottom of the 5th after Southern Maryland got 2 in the top of the frame. DiCarlo 0 for 2 in the game, hits it the other way to second. Shaw will flip to first, and the side retired. But not before the Ducks get 3 runs on 3 hits. There was an error, and nobody left but Alejandro De Aza's first home run as a Long Island Duck has the flock back on top, 6-4 as we head to the 6th.
Hey fans, this is Tyler Webb, left-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks. Your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball.
Hey fan, this is pitcher Anderson De Leon, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trades, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Well, we go to inning number 6. The Long Island Ducks now a 6-4 lead over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and as expected, Joe Iorio's night has come to an end. He's replaced by fellow right-hander Dylan Pfeiffer. So Pfeiffer into this contest, the 24-year-old, is the youngest pitcher on the flock, a native of Fogelsville, Pennsylvania. Second year with the Ducks, second year of the Atlantic League, second year of pro ball for Dylan Pfeiffer. The first man he sees is Alex Crosby, who slaps it away foul down the left field line, and the count 0-1. So the final line on Joe Iorio tonight, the righty starter. Again, first start of the year for Long Island. 5 innings of work, 6 hits, 4 runs all earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, gave up the solo homer to Jared Walker, threw 73 pitches, 46 for strikes, 27 for balls. Here a ground ball to second, Frias to Wolansky, and 1 away as Crosby retired 4-3.
I think on balance, skipper Wally Backman pretty happy about Iorio's first start, no doubt.
Absolutely.
He leaves with the lead. He is in line, possibly for the win if the Ducks can hang on. Long way to go, of course, but
Iorio just gutting it out and giving up, again, 4 runs, 6 hits.
Again, he came in 3-0, so if the Ducks can hold the lead, he will be 4-0. A year ago, Joe Iorio 13-2. He led the Ducks in wins. Those 13 wins are the second most in the league. And in his first year with the Ducks, 2019, he was voted by the fans as the Del Monte Smelson team MVP. So Joe Iorio stepping up in a big spot. Wasn't expected to start this game, but Brett Kennedy, David, gets signed away by the Boston Red Sox. He'll go to Double-A, so Iorio says, sure, I'll come out of the pen and start for you, and ends up throwing 73 pitches. And the Ducks do have the lead when he departs. So Dylan Pfeiffer trying to keep it here as he gets the first out, and then Zach Collier takes that one low and outside after a strike. It's 1-1 on the Crabs center fielder. And this one a strike, and Michael Pollock does correct me, my error here, broadcaster error, as Dylan Pfeiffer was the youngest Duck until today when we mentioned the Ducks signed Stephen Colon, the 21-year-old out of the Bronx.
Oh, there you go.
So, again, we do have a younger pitcher now than Dylan Pfeiffer. I feel it was a shot by Michael Pollock across the bow, but I took one at him, and he can take one back at me, but he is right. But when I did my prep, it said Dylan Pfeiffer, youngest Duck, and, of course, I need to update that prep when they sign Stephen Colon.
And I apologize to Michael Pollock for saying that it was a mysterious word salad of a text. He was referring to the fact that I said the game's zipping right along, and we had, hit maybe a slower portion of this game. But
maybe?
However, in a good way.
That is true.
As the Ducks have come back.
Yes, we had a 5-run fifth inning. 2 for the Crabs, 3 for the Ducks. The longest inning of the night, for sure, Mr. Weiss.
Right. Well, you got to call a home run. I have yet to call a homer yet this year.
The big one for Alejandro De Aza, again, his first with the flock. So, again, great to see him get going, the former Barnstormer. 2-2 here to Collier. 1 out, nobody on. Pfeiffer misses in. And when I talked to Wally Backman earlier today, this is where he wanted to be. He said, look, if Joe Iorio can give me 5 innings, I'll go to Dylan Pfeiffer. So he's a man of his word. He did. He'll try to get 2 innings out of Pfeiffer. And if he does that, Baez, the setup guy, Webb, the closer. If he has the lead, he's right where he wants to be, and it would go exactly as according to plan of Wally Backman coming into this one. Full count here on Collier, and he went after that one. Might have been ball 4. Long run for Woodcock over near the left field line, but it's into the seats, and we'll do it again.
Now, a week ago, we had a chat with Wally Backman, and we said, at this point, the team is struggling a bit, still under 500. What would you like to change? What do you want to see immediate improvement in? And he said starting pitching.
Yep.
And we have seen that of late.
Here in the air, right center field. Coming in is Castillo, the center fielder, who put it away for the second out. And that's exactly what Wally said to me, too, David. Started the conversation. I said, Wally, give me a thumbnail. 26 games in, and he said the pitching's got to be better. The pitching just got to be better. And, again, Joe Iorio does a nice job on short notice of getting the start. And now we'll see if Dylan Pfeiffer can give him 2 innings, which is what he's hoping to get. And then you'd go to that nice back end of Baez-Webb to try to close things out. But a long way from that, especially with the team with a 22-5 record coming in Southern Maryland.
That's what Wally was talking about. He has such confidence in the back end of his bullpen, but you've got to be able to get there to use them.
That's right. We're funny. We were talking about these scenarios earlier tonight as here'll be the first pitch to DeLuca. And that a breaking ball that skips down and through. Ball 1. He said, it's going to be a different scenario for winning or losing. I said, all right, give me the winning scenario, Wally, as I'd rather talk about that than the losing scenario. And he said, all right, if we have the lead, I want 5 from Iorio, I want 2 from Pfeiffer, and then obviously I'd love to go Baez and Webb and close things out. So we'll see if it can continue on schedule for the flock here as Pfeiffer 2 quick outs on a ground out and a fly out, and then the 1-0 is in the air, well hit though. Left field, Woodcock back near the track, reaching up and makes the grab, and then uses the wall to slow down his momentum. Nice catch by Dustin Woodcock in the alley, and 1-2-3 go the Blue Crabs. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still Long Island 6, Southern Maryland 4.
Hey fans, this is catcher Joe DiCarlo, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way. Pave your way.
Hey, Duck fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle In shop on your next visit here to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds, as always, benefit the Quackerjack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks.
Well, again, Alejandro De Aza's first home run as a Long Island Duck, a two-run shot in the bottom of the fifth, put the flock back on top, and that was the Ducks' sixth home run hit on Long Island this season, and another home run for Hunger. Now, every time the Ducks launch a homer here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark this year, Island Federal Credit Union will donate $100 to Long Island Care, so ring that total now up to $600 on the season, courtesy of Alejandro De Aza, the former New York Met, along with 7 other major league teams that he's played with in his career. So the Ducks lead at 6-4. Eddie Butler, the right-hander, into a 6th inning of work. The full wind-up pitch to Vlad Frias, and that's strike one. Vladdy is grounded short and singled up the middle. He's 1 for 2. Eddie Butler again came in undefeated on the year, 2-0 with a 4.62 ERA. So right now in a 2-run hole. And this one lifted the other way to left. Backing up on it, David Harris is able to make the grab for the first down.
Oh, Frias hit that one well the other way. Again, not much of a breeze here tonight. Whatever breeze we had was toward left field. And at times, anything hit in the air has been a little bit of an adventure. But overall, both balls that have been hit out tonight for the Blue Crabs, that was Jared Walker and De Aza's smash, both to right field. Boy, they got them all.
Here's the 9-man, Devin Marrero, 0 for 2 tonight with a pop out to second and a fly to center. Thought about that one, laid off it. It's strike one to the Ducks shortstop. And Marrero went 0 for 10 in the 3 games in Southern Maryland against the Crabs this weekend, so still hasn't had a hit off Blue Crabs pitching. 0 for 12 now in 4 games played, and trying to change it here, but going back, stumbling, and then coming in and making the side saddle catch is Braxton Lee. Boy, David, did he turn that into an adventure, but there's the second out.
Number 14,
Again, a little bit of a breeze coming in from right toward home plate. But that might have been just off the bat. Sometimes the ball hit right at you. You can't really tell in terms of distance if you're coming in, going back, but Lee was able to make the catch.
So 2 up, 2 down. And Butler did retire the Ducks in order back in the 2nd inning, the only inning he's done it tonight. Here he gets Johnny Turbo first pitch swinging in the left. Coming in quickly to put it away is David Harris, and the Ducks go quickly and quietly in order. We go to the 7th in CI, still the Long Island Ducks 6, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 4.
Hey fans, this is left-handed pitcher Brady Feigl, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Well, Duck fans, the Long Island Ducks 2022 season presented by Catholic Health with a talented and experienced roster plus exciting promotions every game. A day at the ballpark is truly a good time every time. Tickets now on sale for all Ducks home games at the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, or by calling the old-fashioned way, 631-940-TIXX.
Well, Dylan Pfeiffer indeed out for a second inning of work here as he retired the Blue Crabs 1-2-3 in the sixth. He'll face 8, 9, and 1 in Southern Maryland's order here in the seventh. Haug, Baca, and Lee. So Pfeiffer getting ready to work here. And it's the aforementioned Haug, who is 2 for 2, pair of singles, and he scored a run. So Ducks haven't kept him off the base paths yet, and he'll start it out with his team trailing by 2 as we begin the seventh. First pitch in there, 0-1. For Dylan Pfeiffer, he's pitched in 8 games this year for the Ducks, all out of the pen. 1-0 record, but an ERA of 9.00 coming in. 10 innings pitched, 14 hits allowed. He's walked 6 and struck out 13. There's a slider way off the plate, and it's quickly 2-0. Dylan did pitch Friday night in Southern Maryland in the Blue Crabs' 13-2 victory over Long Island. 1 inning of work there, 2 hits, a run. He didn't have a walk or a strikeout, so second time he has faced the Blue Crabs this year. 1-1. Another breaking ball, that one in there, though, for strike 2.
And once again, we point out something that fans may not be aware of, and you wonder whether the hitters are aware of the fact that when a ball gets away from the catcher, they have the opportunity to try to make it to first base. It'll go down as a hit, which gives them an incentive to give it a shot.
Yeah.
And leading off this inning, trailing by 2, you think about it.
Got to keep it in mind. 1-2 is looped in a shallow right. It's going to drop in. So losing his hat, trying to get it, was Vladdy Frias, but Ryan Haug is 3 for 3 now with 3 singles.
Well, we mentioned he can run well for a catcher. He was picked off. It went down as a caught stealing back in the 3rd inning. But he has 3 singles, as you mentioned. If not a threat to steal, at least he can run the bases well. And the tying run is at the plate.
Yeah, it's Michael Baca on the year. He does have 1 home run. He, though, was 0 for 11 in the 3 games against the Ducks this weekend down in a place they like to call Crustacean Nation, Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, about a half hour south of our nation's capital. Here's Pfeiffer getting an inside strike on him, 0-1. Baca has fouled out to the catcher DiCarlo and dropped down a nice sacrifice bunt to move 2 runners along back in the 5th. And both of those runners would eventually score. Pfeiffer's 0-1 is going to be delayed as he decides to step off. Everybody waited just a little bit too long. Again, Dylan Pfeiffer, certainly an unusual case, had college ball only prior to joining the Ducks. Last year, made his debut August 15th against the Barnstormers, ended up pitching 21 times in relief, a 3-2 record, but an outstanding 1.69 ERA in his first year professional baseball. Played his college ball at Widener University in Pennsylvania. 1-1 the count on Baca. Big moment for Dylan Pfeiffer. Here's the pitch, and that line off the glove of Romero, the third baseman, who dropped it. He goes to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. So ends up being in the wash, the same thing as if he caught the line drive with the exchange of runners. Now Baca at first rather than Haug.
I didn't see any indication from the third base umpire, Levante Palmer, of an automatic out. Sometimes an umpire will do that if he feels an infielder has intentionally dropped the ball.
Right.
It's as if the infield fly rule is being put into effect without the situation that would call for it.
Yeah.
But in this particular case, it did dribble off his glove, and he was able to get the force.
So fielder's choice 5-4 as Haug forced out at second. Baca, the one-out runner at first, to the top of the order for Braxton Lee. And that slider in too tight for ball 1. Lee has popped out to third, walked and scored, and driven in a run with a sac fly. So he's officially 0 for 1. Big group of youngsters getting ready to sing God Bless America at our 7th inning stretch. Of course, we'll bring you that. Dylan Pfeiffer gets 2 more outs, which hopefully he can do as he misses away. It's 2-0 on Lee. Braxton Lee brought in a 5-game hitting streak. He's yet to extend. He had a huge game against the Ducks Saturday in their extra inning victory. Went 3 for 5 with a couple of singles and a triple. Pfeiffer's 2-0. Thought about it, laid off it. It splits the plate in half for strike 1. And Braxton Lee played just 4 games with Southern Maryland last year, but went 7 for 16. Hit nearly 500 with a homer. And again, now he's back for a second season as a Blue Crab. That one, good block in the dirt by catcher Joe DiCarlo to keep the runner, Baca, at first, but Pfeiffer in trouble here. 3-1 to the leadoff man, Braxton Lee.
Pfeiffer, a bit of a quick pitch there as he's varying his delivery just a bit, try to keep the hitters off balance. Came quickly to the plate, but missed. So now he's behind at 3-1.
He checks Baca at first, comes set below the belt. Then the 3-1 is in too tight, ball 4. He's walked him, and now the tying run's on, and the go-ahead run at the plate for the Blue Crab.
And Braxton Lee, the trail runner, does have terrific speed. He has scored in this game. He issued his second walk. And Shaw, who has 2 hits in this game, now at the plate.
Yeah, single double, 2 runs driven in. 2 for 3 is Raul Shaw, who we told you Sunday in Southern Maryland had a game-tying 3-run homer in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. So this guy's got pop. He can hit for average, and he's very dangerous. First pitch to him. Looping breaking ball went under the glove of Pfeiffer. Frias shovels to short. Marrero on the first in time. An inning-ending 4-6-3 double play, and Pfeiffer gets out of the jam, keeps Long Island on top, 6-4. For Southern Maryland, no runs a hit, no errors, 1 man left. It's time to stretch. Middle of the 7th in CI. Long Island Ducks 6, Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 4. It's time for God Bless America. The Sycamore Avenue Elementary Chorus. Enjoy. Terrific job by the youngsters from the Sycamore Avenue Elementary Chorus. 7th inning stretch, Long Island over Southern Maryland, 6-4.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elgin Mazzilli, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trays, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah, they got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Well, Duck fans, Memorial Day weekend is upon us, and the Gastonia Honey Hunters will be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Saturday night, another post-game fireworks spectacular. Nothing like it anywhere on Long Island. Get your tickets at the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, over the phone, 631-940-TIXX. We go to the last of the seventh. Long Island Ducks a 6-4 lead over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and right-hander Eddie Butler into a seventh inning of work, trying for his longest outing of the season, and he drops in strike one on Dustin Woodcock, who's had himself a nice night. He's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. He's scored 2 runs and stolen a base, his team leading 6th of the year. Nothing in 2, though. He's quickly down to Butler. So what a job by Dylan Pfeiffer, who wiggles out of that jam, getting the pitcher's best friend, the twin killing, to end it. And he puts up 2 scoreless frames of work. 0-2 here in at the belt of Woodcock for ball 1. So Eddie Butler was at 83 pitches to start the inning. His longest outing this year, 95 pitches. The 1-2 is slashed foul down the left field line, out of play. We'll do it again. Eddie Butler's had 2 6-inning stints this year, but hasn't gone beyond 6. So if he can just record 1 out, it would be his longest outing by innings pitched on the year. The full windup continues here, now towards the middle of the rubber after working most of it off the first base side tonight. Likes to work from the first base side to the right-handers, but when the lefties are up, tends to slide over a little bit to where he is there, as you see, in the middle of it. And you count 2-2 now on Woodcock. And that one just missed inside the count full.
A little surprising that Butler might still be in there. And, Southern Maryland with a team ERA of just under 3.5, third in the league in team ERA. Good bullpen, but skipper Stan Clyburn deciding to leave him in.
Laced in a right center field. Third hit of the night for Dustin Woodcock, and the leadoff man aboard.
Yeah, Woodcock with a looping liner to right field. Getting that leadoff man aboard, very important, and something we learned a long time ago. You can never have enough runs in the Atlantic League.
Absolutely.
And especially against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the juggernaut they have been throughout 2022 thus far. So the Ducks looking for some added insurance here. Now with 10 hits up on the board and looking to stretch that 2-run lead to a larger lead.
Again, Woodcock stole second base back in the 5th. His team leading 6th year. Once he has a huge lead here, does not go, and the pitch misses up and into Rusney Castillo, who's also had a 2 for 3 night, so he's looking to match Woodcock here if he can get his 3rd knock of the evening. 10 hits now for Long Island against Eddie Butler. And that one could be 2. Shah, Tabaka on to first, and 4-6-3 is the double play, 2 away.
Not hit particularly hard. Castillo can run well, but the tailor-made 4-6-3 double play turned by the Blue Crabs. So,
you know, David, it's interesting. You talked about Southern Maryland's pitching, right? 3.43 ERA, 3rd best in a 10-team league. That's good, right? Wally Backman said, too, it's all about their pitching. But when you see a team that's 22-5, you kind of expect like something to jump out at you. But you look at their batting, they're 5th in the 10-team league. Homers, 8th in a 10-team league. They've committed the second most errors of any team in the league. As here, Romero going to dump one in the left for a 2-out single. So you expect like somewhere, some category, either offense, defense, pitching. Stolen bases, they are second in the league with 35 of those, but nothing like you expect one area where they're just going to dominate, right? That gives them that 22-5 record, and it's just not there statistically for the Blue Crab.
That's a very good point. They are solid in every category,
right,
but nothing spectacular.
Exactly. That's a perfect way to put it. Exactly right. So I expected to, when I first sat down to kind of analyze the season they've had, I expected to see some numbers jump off the plate, or again, not even having anyone beside David Harris dominating the leaderboard in the Atlantic League. David Harris is all over it, but he's the only one. Here it's Wolanski grounding to short. They go to second to force Romero, and the side retired for Long Island. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Ducks still lead it 6-4 as we go to the 8th in Central Islip.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dylan Pfeiffer, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Last night while my husband was sleeping, he shouted, "Baby, I want more." And I said, "What more could you want? You got me." And he said, "I was dreaming about a new house." So we went online to First National Bank of Long Island and applied for a mortgage. Best night of my life.
With competitive mortgage rates and flexible solutions, First National is the local bank that always puts you first. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island. Member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
The Waddle In shop is your home for everything Ducks baseball. The team store is full of official Long Island Ducks merchandise, great gifts, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more. You can even get your favorite name and number put on the back of your very own Ducks jersey. Celebrate Waddle In Wednesday as well, with exclusive deals in store during every Wednesday home game. Visit the Waddle In shop today at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, or shop online anytime at liducks.com.
So we go to the top of the 8th here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, and something of a surprise, Chris King.
Yeah.
The Ducks closer, Tyler Webb, coming into the game. Usually you see him starting a clean inning, and that clean inning would be the 9th. But it looks like Wally Backman is looking for either a 6-out save from Tyler Webb or something else up his sleeve for the 9th inning.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Again, he told us Sandy Baez, the setup man, would most likely get the 8th if the Ducks have the lead, but deciding to go away from Baez and go to Webb. So is it a 6-out save situation? We will find out. But what a performance by Dylan Pfeiffer, who gave Wally the 2 strong innings he wanted. Pfeiffer, 2 innings of work, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts, and does send it 6-4 to the 8th here for the Southpaw. First lefty of the night, Tyler Webb. So he's at the heart of the order. Jared Walker, David Harris, Alex Crosby for the Blue Crabs. Starting with Walker, who hit a solo homer to right, is 6th of the year in the opening inning. Since then has grounded to first and drawn a base on balls. Webb's pitch is in there for strike 1. And nice story, as always, by Jordan Louderback, who covers the Ducks for Newsday on Sunday, about the fact that because of the Ducks' struggles, Tyler Webb really hasn't had a lot of opportunities to pitch, David. They just haven't had the lead enough, often enough, especially here at home, to give him the action that a normal closer wants, as here he gets 2 quick strikes on Jared Walker.
Now this is the top of the 8th. The count is 0-2. Has something occurred to you as yet? It's the top of the 8th.
Okay.
Isn't somebody else supposed to be doing a play-by-play at this point?
Oh, wow, I am really out of...
I'm just mentioning it. I mean, at this point...
David, mea culpa. Mea culpa.
You now owe me 3 pitches.
No, I do. Taking it away. I was just about to set you up. I told you I can't remember anything. How do we do this again?
Okay.
David Weiss, the closer in the booth. See, they went to the closer in the 8th. That threw me off because we always go to the closer in the 8th. Take it away, David.
And Jared Walker sends it a long way to right field, going way back on the warning track. Alejandro De Aza makes the catch. Walker bidding for his second homer of the game. 1 for 2 with that solo homer way back in the first inning. But Walker just a long loud out to deep left field. So there is one down.
I completely forgot. Like you even said to me, we're in the 8th. I had no idea what you were talking about. No idea.
Listen, we're lucky tonight when you called a home run, you didn't say goal. That's all right.
Goodness.
We cut Chris a break, but I'm not willing to surrender my final 2 innings.
No, you got it, my friend. You take it away. Unreal. I am so sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
I should be is right.
I'm humiliated.
You should be.
David Harris is at the plate. He has struck out, and he's lined out twice, to left and to center. Fine play in center by Rusney Castillo to retire Harris in the 5th inning. It is 2 balls and no strikes, with the Ducks leading by 2, and Tyler Webb on the mound here in the 8th rather than just the 9th. And his job is to keep the bases clear. If not, then the tying run would come up. A 2-0 pitch is inside. Now 3 balls and no strikes to David Harris. Ducks leading by 2 against the team that has threatened to run away with the Atlantic League, at least for the first half. And the next pitch is up high. A 4-pitch walk surrendered by Tyler Webb to David Harris. He is aboard. For Ducks pitching, I believe that is their 3rd walk of the game. First surrendered, obviously, by Webb, who has just entered the game. And Alex Crosby comes up, representing the tying run.
Here's an interesting little note from Michael Pollock. Again, when I talked to Wally Backman, he told me it would be Baez-Webb, is exactly how he put it. But Michael Pollock pointing out this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, Wally Backman flipped them, having Webb pitch before Baez. And one thing I want to add is that Sandy Baez on Sunday did give up that 3-run homer in the bottom of the 9th to Shaw with 2 outs that tied the game for Southern Maryland. So I don't know if that factors into it, but Michael Pollock, who was down in Southern Maryland, is telling me that the order was flip-flopped on Saturday and Sunday, even though Wally specifically did tell me Baez to Webb. Maybe it's going to be Webb to Baez.
Ground ball back to the mound, grabbed by Webb, over to second for 1, over to first, and not in time. Alex Crosby beats it out. Nice play by Webb, reacting quickly on that bouncer right back to the box. So David Harris is erased. That went 1-6. And Crosby on the fielder's choice takes Harris's place at first base. But now 2 down with 1 on. And Zach Collier, center fielder for the Blue Crabs, coming up. He is 0 for 3. A slide out twice. That's how I sandwiched around a ground ball to second base, and a great play by Vladimir Frias to retire Collier. That was back in the 4th. And the first pitch is fouled out behind the plate. Joe DiCarlo coming back to the screen, but that will land about 3 or 4 rows deep. So no balls and a strike to Zach Collier.
And again, we should point out, too, David, that Sandy Baez does have 4 saves this year. Tyler Webb has 6. So, again, they're both familiar with, being the closer. It's just there's been so much focus lately of trying to get Tyler Webb into save situations. And with Wally telling me it would go Baez-Webb, we expected that, but maybe it'll be Webb-Baez.
Off-speed pitch, hits the inside corner from Webb to Collier. And it's quickly 0-2 with 2 down, 1 on. The Ducks leading at 6-4, top of inning 8. Webb coming set, straight over the top, a swing and a miss. And Collier goes down swinging. Tyler Webb surrenders nothing more than a walk. 1 left at the end of 7.5. We go to the bottom of the 8th with the Ducks looking for a little more insurance, still leading the Blue Crabs 6-4.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe has got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912, and be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Can't get enough
Enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Hey fan, this is pitcher Anderson De Leon, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trays, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Well, they got to the bottom of the 8th, and Stan Clyburn goes to his bullpen for the first time as Eddie Butler is through after 7 innings of work. Final line on Eddie Butler, the right-hander: 7 innings pitched, 11 hits, 6 runs all earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and the 1 home run to Alejandro De Aza. So he ends up on the short side, facing his first loss of the season, and he's been replaced by fellow right-hander Dalton Geekie. So Geekie into warm-up as we go to the last of the 8th, 6-4 in favor of Long Island.
So let's take a look at what Geekie has done. Dalton Geekie, 0-1 record, 3.38 earned run average in his 12th appearance, all in relief, 10 2/3 innings pitched, 13 hits given up, 4 earned runs, struck out 13, walked 7. So control can, at times, be an issue for Dalton Geekie. And his Alejandro De Aza was in a sac fly and driven a run that was back in the first inning, one of 3 runs that the Ducks scored in their opening inning. He's also fouled out and hit a 2-run homer to deep right field. Over the wall back in the 5th inning. That was a 3-run 5th for the Ducks, who have scored in 2 innings along the way. 3 in the 1st, 3 in the 5th. Have a 6-4 lead here, bottom of the 8th. Ducks looking for a little more insurance. And Geekie's first pitch is up high, 1 ball and no strikes to De Aza.
De Aza in the big leagues, David, 838 games with 7 different teams, including almost the whole season of 2016 with the New York Mets. Played 130 games with the Amazons that year.
And he could track him down in the outfield. And he bounces one foul just wide of first base. 1 ball and 1 strike to De Aza.
Played for Lancaster last year, hit .322 with 11 homers, so obviously a guy who can hit for average, hit for power. Real good pickup by the Long Island Ducks, and tonight, that moment everyone always remembers, their first home run. I think even though he's played those many teams, I still think you probably remember your first home run for each of those clubs, right? Something special.
No doubt about it. De Aza has driven in 3 here tonight. 6 runs, 11 hits for the Ducks, 4 runs, 7 hits for the Blue Crabs. Dalton Geekie, the right-hander, pitching. Left-handed swinging De Aza. And the 1-1 pitch is on the way. Big hack. Left side looks like it might be playable. Crosby, nope, runs out of room. Third baseman. So De Aza's still alive. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Butler tonight threw 94 pitches, 64 strikes, 30 balls. So just shy of his season high. He had 95 pitches in a game earlier this year. So they're going to give Stan Clyburn 7 innings, but does give up 6 runs in the process. And now Clyburn goes to that bullpen to try to keep it close.
As Geekie comes set, and the 1-2 pitch on the way to Alejandro. Big home run hack. He was right on it, just missed it as he fouled it straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes, count remains.
Because if you hit a home run already, you're going to keep trying that home run hack, right?
He looks more locked in than we've seen him since coming aboard here in 2022 for the Ducks.
We talked about the struggles early on, but really now finding his way with a 3-game hitting streak and hits in 5 of the last 6.
So the count 1-2. With Dalton Geekie pitching from the stretch, as most relievers do, even if no one is on. Pitch on the way. Ground ball smashed hard but foul down the right field line. And count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 more against the Blue Crabs in the 2 nights to come, tomorrow night and on Thursday night as well. Big 3-game series against the front runners in the North Division of the Atlantic League. Southern Maryland entering the game with that spectacular record of 22-5. 1-2 the count to De Aza. Pitch on the way is smoked. Right field. This one looks deep. Braxton Lee going back, way back, and makes the catch on the warning track. Boy, it looked like De Aza got enough of that one. Very similar to the one he hit back in the 5th.
Yep.
But it goes down as an out, 1 down.
And really not much wind to affect that one. You maybe thought the wind which was blowing in earlier would have knocked that down, but as we look at those flags out there now, David, the 4 championship flags of the Long Island Ducks all hanging limp. So that one was just a straight warning track power by De Aza, who comes up just short of his 2nd dinger tonight.
That brings up Joe DiCarlo, the Ducks catcher. Bounced out twice. And between those, a foul out that was caught by the pitcher in just a weird play in foul territory off the first base line. It was basically a summit meeting. A conglomeration of Blue Crabs going after it, and somehow it was pitcher Eddie Butler making the catch as DiCarlo hits it a long way to medium to deep center field. Zach Collier waits for it to come down. It does inside his mitt. 2 up and 2 down.
All right, we check out the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League. We told you Staten Island home to York tonight. The Ferry Hawks try to snap an 8-game losing streak. They trail it 1-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Gastonia, a 2-1 lead in Lancaster, bottom of the 8th. And High Point all over the Charleston Dirty Birds. Bottom of the 6th there, they lead it 8-3.
So Vladimir Frias stepping to the plate. He is 1 for 3 here tonight. He has bounced out, singled in the 4th, and flew out to left field his last time up in the 6th. 1 for 3. Off-speed pitch from Dalton Geekie is inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
The Yankees leading the O's 3-2 in the Bronx, top of the 7th. Mets later tonight out in San Fran.
Mets going wild offensively last night.
Yes.
Yankees, meantime, losing the opener to the Orioles in that series. 1-0 pitch is stroke, base hit center field. Vladimir Frias with his 2nd single of the game. Now 2 for 4. And Vlad with his speed is aboard. We'll see if he is put in motion at any point with Devin Marrero coming up. And the Ducks looking to scratch out at least 1 more here. Give themselves a little more breathing room going to the top of the 9th. Ducks up by 2.
And game 4 at Madison Square Garden. Rangers trying to even the series at 2 games apiece with the Hurricanes. They lead Carolina 3-0 after 2 periods. Vetrano, Fox, and Zibanejad the goals, and obviously Igor Shesterkin standing on his head again for the Blue Shirts.
So Marrero at the plate. He is 0 for 3. Frias fakes taking off and then retreats back to first base, and the pitch outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Marrero, who has popped up and flat out twice to center and to right. So Frias with good speed. Kind of a short lead, not quite at the cutout. Geekie comes set. 1-0 pitch and hacked at by Marrero and fouled out of play just in front of us. And 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, the good news potentially for the Ducks, David, the Crabs in their half of the 9th are at 7, 8, 9 in that order. Joe DeLuca, Ryan Haug, Michael Baca. Of course, their skipper Stan Clyburn could go from the bench if he wants to bring in a pinch hitter, but bottom third of the order is what's due when we get to the 9th.
1-1 count on Marrero, bottom of the order. Frias at first, and the pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike to Marrero with Johnny Turbo waiting on deck. And the fact that starter Joe Iorio was able to gut it out through 5 innings means Turbo is still the DH. Got the altered double hook rule in effect for the Atlantic League this season. 2-1 count to Marrero. Long look in from Dalton Geekie, and this one hit in the air, very high, left side. Alex Crosby near the third base bag gives way. Shortstop Michael Baca makes the catch. And that will do it for the Ducks here in the bottom of the 8th. No runs, a hit, a man left. We go to the top of the 9th. Ducks trying to close it out against the front-running Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Ducks leading 6-4.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Frank Mascatello, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSCG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy-efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSEG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at psegLINY.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
Well, Wally Backman has indeed flip-flopped once again the back end of his bullpen as Tyler Webb pitched the 8th inning. 1 inning of work, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. The lefty gives way to the righty, Sandy Baez. So Baez in to try to close things out. And Sandy, the 28-year-old out of the Dominican Republic, first year with the Ducks, first year in the Atlantic League, 9th year of pro ball, all 8 years pro in the Tigers organization, going from rookie ball all the way through the majors, did make it up to Detroit for 10 games in the big leagues in 2018-2019. So Sandy Baez on to try to close it out and record his 5th save of the season.
So it is Joe DeLuca will be first up, at least scheduled up. And the switch hitting DeLuca will be batting from the left side against Sandy Baez. Ducks looking to take the opener of this big 3-game series against the first place team in the North Division of the Atlantic League, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Baez looks into Joe DiCarlo. You get the sign. DeLuca, who is 1 for 3 here tonight, takes right down Carlton Avenue for a strike, 0-1. DeLuca tonight flied out to left, a bloop base hit to center in the 5th, and did come around to score. And a deep fly out to left field as DeLuca swings and misses. It is quickly 0-2 to the designated hitter for the Blue Crabs.
And again, Sandy Baez did pitch Saturday and Sunday in Southern Maryland against these Blue Crabs. And David, I talked about that 3-run homer he gave up Sunday in the bottom of the 9th to Shaw to tie the game.
0-2 pitch. DeLuca hits it left field. Dustin Woodcock is coming on. No problem. 1 down.
And, of course, the Ducks would win that game in 10 innings. So Sandy Baez, your winning pitcher, despite giving up the 3-run homer with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. That allowed the Crabs to tie it. That's how that works in baseball, though, right? Your winning pitcher, Sandy Baez.
People have talked about changing that type of thing, but never going to happen. So 1 up and 1 down. DeLuca flies out. Ryan Haug, the catcher, who the Ducks have had trouble with tonight. He is 3 for 3, 3 singles tonight. Pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss. Good fastball from Sandy Baez, 0-1. Haug was actually caught stealing. More or less a pickoff where he got caught in a rundown, but goes down as a caught stealing. That was back in the 3rd inning. And again, 3 singles tonight for Haug. Just trying to get on, bring the tying run to the plate. And he swings, fouls it off just barely. And very quickly, Baez out in front of Haug, 0-2. Michael Baca at the bottom of the order, waiting on deck.
Well, not a good update from the Bronx, David. The former Yankee, Rugi Odor, a 3-run homer for the Orioles in the top of the 7th. O's lead the Yankees 5-3. Again, Yankees trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. First time all year they've dropped 3 in a row.
Yankees having all kinds of problems against the O's. 0-2 count to Haug. Swung on, fouled out of play. Right side, count remains 0-2. Sandy Baez not wasting any time and not wasting any pitches. He's coming right after every single hitter.
Well, you know, he liked to make amends for that one bad pitch he made Sunday afternoon down in Waldorf. So going right after these Blue Crabs.
0-2 pitch on the way to Haug. A swing, a miss. And Haug is retired. Good pitch from Sandy Baez. Looked like it had some sinking action, so Haug retired for the first time here tonight. And the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are down to their final out.
Might be a pinch hitter here, David.
I believe it is. Michael Baca giving way.
Austin Rye.
Austin Rye, R-E-I, that's the spelling, the 6-foot right-hander from Berkeley, California. He happens to be one of the catching tandem. So Austin Rye is at the plate and the last chance to extend the game for the Blue Crabs.
He also hit his first homer as a Blue Crab Sunday, a solo shot, and got a guy hitting .310. Might as well bring him in off the bench and try to get him aboard here, bring the tying run to the plate.
Going for the full windup is Sandy Baez, and a big looping curveball stays high. 1 ball and no strikes. Should Ray get on? Back to the top of the order. Left-handed swinging Braxton Lee would be scheduled, who has walked twice. Driven in a run with a sac fly. 1-0 pitch. Good fastball right down the pike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Austin Rye. Two down, nobody on. Ducks leading by 2 over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs here in the top of the 9th. Next pitch to Rye, just missing the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike to Rye. Fans on hand looking for a Long Island Duck win in the first of 3 games against the front-running Blue Crabs. Baez kicks and deals the 2-1, swing and a miss. Good fastball, and it's now down to a final strike for the Blue Crabs. Ducks are 1 strike away. The fans are into it, and they want it to end right here, right now. Pinch hitter Austin Rye at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. The pitch, swing and a miss, and it's over. Long Island Ducks have beaten the Blue Crabs during this graduation season. The Ducks matriculating with a cap and a gown. It's a victory cum laude. The Ducks have just beaten the Blue Crabs. We are proud of you. Ducks win! Ducks win! Ducks beat the first place Blue Crabs 6-4. The Ducks win!
Nicely done, David.
I feel like I just graduated all over again.
Well, the Ducks have graduated. They've stepped their game up. And David, can you believe it? It's the first time all year now that Southern Maryland has lost back-to-back games, as the Ducks beat them Sunday afternoon down in Waldorf, Maryland, 7-6 in 10 innings. They beat them tonight 6-4 here on Long Island. The Ducks have won their last 4 straight now at home.
And a nice finishing touch by Sandy Baez, striking out 2 of the 3 batters he faced. The Ducks hanging on for a 6-4 win, scoring 3 in the first, 3 in the 5th. Blue Crabs at one point had a 1-0 lead. That's before the Ducks even came up. And retook the lead back in the 5th inning, 4-3. But the Ducks coming from behind and finishing off the Blue Crabs in an important first game. So from here, the Ducks can dream of a possible sweep. It's 1 game at a time, certainly. But for a team that has only lost 5 times in their first 27 games, the Ducks get the job done tonight.
Absolutely. So Wally Backman got to be happy with Joe Iorio, who gave him 5 innings in his first start of the year, and then lights out of the pen. Pfeiffer for 2 innings, Webb for the 8th, Baez for the 9th. They all hang up zeros, and Long Island wins it by a pair.
We'll be back with the post-game show in just a moment. Once again, the final score, Long Island Ducks 6, Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 4.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Dustin Woodcock, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks. Your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball.
Chris King and David Weiss back at the Duck Pond, where Long Island has defeated Southern Maryland by the final score of 6-4. Time now for the recap of tonight's contest that began between a pair of undefeated right-handers. Joe Iorio making his first start of the year for the Flock. He came in 3-0 in 10 relief appearances, and again he was thrown into the start when Brett Kennedy, the scheduled starter, was signed away earlier today by the Boston Red Sox. So congratulations to Brett Kennedy. And coming in for the Blue Crabs, Eddie Butler, their starter, was 2-0 on the year. Well, both teams scored in the opening inning. Jared Walker would launch a 2-out solo homer to right for Southern Maryland, his 6th of the year in the top of the first, but the Ducks would answer back in the bottom of the frame as the first 4 Ducks all had singles off Eddie Butler. Johnny Turbo, Dustin Woodcock, Rusney Castillo, and then when Davidson Romero put it in the left, it brought home Johnny Turbo and tied the game at 1. Sam Travis would bounce into a fielder's choice that scored Dustin Woodcock. Ducks led it 2-1. Alejandro De Aza, a sac fly to center that plated Rusney Castillo, and the Ducks had a 3-1 lead after 1 inning of play. Blue Crabs would chip away and get 1 back, though, in the third on a Raul Shaw-Abiar double to make it a 3-2 game, and Long Island still had that 3-2 lead to the 5th when Southern Maryland would retake the lead in this seesaw affair on a sac fly by Braxton Lee that brought home Joe DeLuca, and a single up the middle by Raul Shaw that plated Ryan Haug, and Southern Maryland was back on top 4-3 in the middle of the 5th inning. But in the bottom of the frame, Dustin Woodcock led off with a single to left center. After Rusney Castillo and Davidson Romero both made outs, it was Michael Wilansky who came into the game for Sam Travis in the 4th after he left with a lower leg injury, singling up the middle to bring home Woodcock and tie the game at 4. And then Alejandro De Aza launched a 2-run homer down the right field line, his first with the Ducks, to give Long Island a 6-4 lead, and there would be no further scoring the rest of the way as Dylan Pfeiffer, 2 scoreless innings, Tyler Webb a scoreless 8th, Sandy Baez a big 0 in the 9th, and the Ducks had the 6-4 win. The final numbers for Long Island: 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They leave 6. For the Crabs, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They strand 5. The winner is Joe Iorio. He goes to 4-0. The loser is Eddie Butler. He's 2-1. And Sandy Baez picks up his 5th save of the season. The game played in a very efficient 2 hours and 29 minutes before a crowd of 3,987. So with the win, Ducks within a game of 500 now. They are 13-14. They've won 2 straight and 5 of 7. Home, the Ducks have won 4 straight now as they open this 7-game homestand. Southern Maryland drops to 22-6 with the loss. Again, has lost back-to-back games for the first time all year. And the season series now even at 2 games apiece between these 2 teams. And we are going to name Alejandro De Aza as our player of the game tonight for the Ducks. All he did was go 2 for 3 with a homer, 3 runs batted in, and scored a run. So congratulations to De Aza who had that huge homer that broke the tie in the bottom of the fifth and provided the margin of victory for Long Island. A 2-run homer led them to a 2-run win. Congratulations, Alejandro, our player of the game. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, run you through the out-of-town scoreboard, preview tomorrow night's middle game matchup, and wrap this one up. It's all happening when we return.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Chad Hawken, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body. Because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah, they got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Chris King and David Weiss back one final time to the Duck Pond, where Long Island has defeated Southern Maryland by the final score of 6-4. Elsewhere in the Atlantic League, Staten Island, the Ferry Hawks are home to York. They're trying to snap an 8-game losing streak. They still trail the Revs 1-0 as the Ferry Hawks bat in the bottom of the 8th. Gastonia, a 2-1 lead in Lancaster. No, that has gone final now. So Gastonia, it started the night a half game back of High Point in the South Division, comes up with a big win to, at least for the moment, pull even there. High Point, though, is winning 9-3 in Charleston over the Dirty Birds, bottom of the 7th, so most likely it'll stay High Point atop the South. Gastonia a half game back as the High Point Rockers on their way to what looks like their 6th consecutive victory. And the Battle of the Kentucky teams was rained out tonight at Wild Health Field as the Genomes were set to play the defending Atlantic League champions, the Lexington Legends, but that one was rained out. Again, Yankees in the Bronx trying to snap their first 3-game losing streak of the year, but as we just told you, the former Yankee, Rugi Odor, a big 3-run homer that has the Orioles on top of the Yankees now, 5-3 as they play in the bottom of the 7th in the Bronx. And the big hockey game at Madison Square Garden, Rangers had a 3-0 lead after 2. Hurricanes do have a goal in the 3rd by Teuvo Teravainen, but it's still 3-1 Rangers with 12 minutes to go. 3rd period, if the Rangers win that series is tied at 2 games apiece. We'll head down to Raleigh for Game 5 on Thursday night. Again, the home team has won every game of that series. So, David, a big win for the Ducks. They've won 2 straight and 5 of 7. They can win the series if they can win tomorrow night, and you've got the matchup.
The matchup scheduled to be Akil Morris for the Long Island Ducks. 0-2, 6.57 ERA, but that's scheduled to be on the mound for the Ducks. Southern Maryland will go with Mackenzie Mills, who's 2-1, the ERA over 5, the lefty. So that's the pitching probables for tomorrow. And as Chris mentioned, taking the opener means you can just take the series with one more win. Southern Maryland drops to 22-6, so still with a healthy lead in the North Division of the Atlantic League. And the Long Island Ducks at 13 up and 14 down. And, you know, after starting the season over 500 and then slipping below, it's been, you know, a constant battle to try to get back up to sea level. They can do that with a win tomorrow. But more importantly, to show Southern Maryland, hey, no intimidation here. We know you're off to a terrific start. We played you tough in Southern Maryland, 2 out of those 3 games, winning 1 of them. And right here, this is the Duck Pond where we have played well, and we're looking to turn the tables on you guys.
Yeah, Ducks 9-3 at home now, David. They trim the lead to 8.5 games. It sounds like a lot, but you know what? If they win tomorrow and they win on Thursday, it's suddenly 6.5 games back. And let's face it, it's a 66-game half. We're not even to the midpoint yet, so there's plenty of time to slice into that lead further. And again, a Southern Maryland team that won 20 of 22 games